Oh, just what you don't want to see when you first boot the game up. Connection poor. Fantastic. Okay, well. It is what it is, I guess. Here we are again. I'm in the correct location? I am in the correct location. Good. Made sure of that earlier, but I just wanted to make sure. Again. Never hurts to double check. Alright, so. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll wait a few minutes. 3.5 minutes. 3.5? More like 4, actually. I got this online faster than I thought, and then we'll get started. Tell you what I need to find is I need to find a screwdriver for a hex nut, because the desk that I am sitting at here with this setup on has an island on the bottom of it where we used to keep like the computer tower or what have you, but now there's nothing on it and it serves literally no purpose except to force me to prevent me from stretching my legs out at a given time. So I need to find a screwdriver with a hex nut on it so that I can pull this desk out, take the island off, and then I can stretch my legs out. Because as it stands now, if I need to stretch, I need to back up, turn the chair over here, go really far away from the microphone, and stretch out and maybe do a couple of chair push-ups while I'm at it. It's not an inconvenience, really, but I guess it's less convenient than just being able to stretch on a whim. Oh well. It is a first world problem, all things considered, so it's not something super serious, just waxing. We have time, so I'm running my mouth, you know how it goes. Okay, I think, oh, my clock just ticked over. I was going to say, I think I'll start because by the time it loads, it'll be 4:31, but now it is 4:31, so let's not fall behind, shall we? Okay, so two things that I neglected to mention in my apparent haste yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before, because that's when the first stream came out. First thing is who suggested this game to me. So this game was suggested to me by SB and Meteor, I think very shortly after the Stormblood streams were finished, so thank you to both of them for suggesting this. The second thing is that this is actually going to be the last bit of coverage that I provide for this game. I know there is an entire another expansion that Square Enix desperately wants me to pay $40 for after this, but I am both unwilling and, well, I was going to say unable. I'm able, I'm just unwilling. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Shadowbringers, the stream edition. Though we are not quite there just yet. Last time we began our adventures again, anew, and I have been swept up by the tide, as it were, to both help the Kojin down here in Tamamizu, and also help a bunch of, gods, auspices, that sort of thing, over on the other side of the Ruby Sea. So I figured today, since I didn't get a chance to show off any of the Kojin's Radiant quests last time, let's do them now on screen, and then we'll do rank 4 for them, because that should be available as soon as this is over with. As a matter of fact, I think I can check after this dialogue is done, so I will check. Whoa, okay, I guess, I wonder what they need the pearls for. Okay, sounds like a plan. I will do that. Thank you. Will this get them to 510? It should. Yeah, this whole thing will get them to, well, 540, but 510 is the maximum it'll go to, and then we can do their next rank, so. Apparently, I need to be purified in order to join the Divine Circle, so I will do that. Oh, okay. I just so happen to know a priestess of Sui no Sato, but I don't know if she's willing to give me holy water, so I'll just go get it from where you're pointing me to. And last but not least, I know this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, the rays that we used, I think we actually only used it once in the Stormblood streams when we were here last time. They're still training them. And, well, we're going to go ride on one of them. So let's go do that first, and then I'll use them to get me to Sui no Sato, and then we'll go get some oysters. I think. Okay, so I get to be the good cop here. Gotcha. Go find some krill. Sounds like a plan. And yes, we get to ride on the ray. So let's go ride on the ray. Guess it's better than riding on Excelsis. There should be 3 bits of krill around here somewhere. I think they're down here. Should be able to spot them pretty easily from the map because there's a big chunk of, whatchamacallit, yeah, a big yellow warning marker, basically, that shows where it's all at. Just walk right in and slurp it up. Feeding time! Just don't feed on the fish. I don't think your digestive system will allow you to do that. We'll go through the schools of fish, though, if we have to. That one's a little behind. Oh, no, it was him and his friends. Never mind. Oh, down here. Okay. So, yeah, nothing too substantial, but, I mean, most of these Beast Tribe quests really aren't anything super substantial. I always like the ones where they have you ride on one of the mounts, though, because it's just nice. It's like you're building a rapport with the mount, you know? I mean, hell, that's how I ended up taking Parvati home with me, because I built a rapport with her, so... You know, all things considered, it's not a bad deal. All right, buddy, I gotta get some holy water. Go ahead and head on back after you take a nice rest from all the eating you've had. Take a nap while you wait for me. I'll get this holy water. Hello. Thank you. I will attempt not to anger them while spreading this all over my body. Do I want to bring, speaking of Parvati, do I want to bring her back out? Yeah, why not? I figured I would have sent her ahead to the festival preparations, but it's not like she can really do anything to help them, so why not let her come on back out? Spread her wings a little bit. Although, until we get these oysters out of the shell, she's not going to be spreading her wings in the open air. It's going to be so weird flying around underwater. I mean, Sir Gilman and Pamitha seemed to think that it really wasn't all that different by the time they talked about it, but I don't know. I feel like it would be pretty strange for something that's so native to the air to suddenly be like, wow, I can move through this water as if it were air. Feels like a not native thing, you know? I think the last oyster's up here. I already did this quest once off screen in order to build their rapport to get them to closer to rank 4, so I don't know if the locations are static every time, but I think they were in those same spots the last time, so. We went in this bubble before, didn't we? Pretty sure we did, but I think this is where those Yumemis that I was telling Cole about last time in Hell's Lid are. Exile. Let's go have a look, shall we? Why not? Yeah, there's the Yumemis, just not the Hell's Lid variety. Alright, Interceptor, off we go. Get in my pocket. I'm sure he could swim around at this point too, but, you know. Okay, I guess it's Confucius now. We'll let Confucius get us to the East Eldenard guy, and then we'll let Parvati fly and swim us back. And we'll let the car take a rest for a little while, because, well, it's not like I'm an Ishgard. I don't need heated seats or anything at the moment, so. The silence of the ocean floor. Alright, we're almost there. Let's just hop out of the water. I guess we were farther than I thought, but it won't take that long to get there. Huh. Well then. I couldn't turn the camera and hold it there to really see what that was, but somebody else is flying around. Alright. Going to assume that you are the associate with East Eldenard Trading Company, with which I do in fact have the pearls that you need, yes. It turns out they're pretty flawless. I'm sure she will. Oh, okay. Isn't it going to take a while to get these to an Ishgardian noble, or does she live around here? Uh-huh. Yeah, her request seems a little unreasonable considering the fact that it's going to take you, unless you can aetheryte travel, which, I don't know, I just sort of assume that most NPCs can't aetheryte travel. It would make them too sick. Unless you can aetheryte travel, you're not going to get them to her by tomorrow. Good luck. Anyway. We get some money for it. Unfortunately, I can't keep the money. I have to actually just take it with me. Alright, Parvati, let's take this back. And I think we're basically done with these. I think I just need to consecrate myself, right? Yeah, I need to sprinkle the water and then pray at the altar. I think these 3... Are they the only ones available at the moment? No, I think there's one other one that's available that you can do. And then I think at a later date they'll unlock new side quests that you can do. Well, new Radiant quests that you can do for these guys. So, I guess while I'm flying relatively straight, let me take a drink. Casually clip Parvati's wing through this rock wall. Absolutely. Why not? Okay, directly below us, so down we go. And almost hit it right on the nail. Alright, Parvati, now you go rest. And I will take care of the rest. I should probably do, like, the side quests around here now that I think about it, because it would make sense. I'm already helping, you know, the Divine Circle, so I might as well help the rest of them, too. Okay, so now we can pray, so let's just do this. No fighting to be done today. I don't get to show off my Blue Mage skills. As a matter of fact, yes, there is one where you do fight, and that's the one where that we didn't get today. But that's okay. I hope so. Well, respect is the way forward, so I'm doing my best. It's the way that we all understand one another if we respect each other. Alright, let's turn these in, and then we can go do rank 4. Hey Marie, how's it going? Cool, when do you get to see me tackle the Carnivale? When Square Enix adds more Carnivale stages, because I already beat all of them. That's when. But how you doing? Welcome back. We're just doing some Kojin quests to get them to rank 4, and then after that we'll start working on the Four Lords stuff again, so... Now, with that being said, I did beat a decent chunk of the 20-somethings at the Mass Carnival with before they cut out the final sting cheese that you could do. Like, because before, they at some point added a debuff when you use final sting and self-destruct. It's like point of death or something like that, where you can't use it again for 10 minutes. So, you could still use it to win the fight, but if you fuck up, you can't just retry immediately. You have to wait 10 minutes. So I could probably still do them with Final Sting cheese or Self-Destruct cheese, but it would be significantly, like, more tedious to do than it was before because they were getting sick of everybody cheesing their stuff. So they were like, nope, 10-minute cooldown. Okay, sure. I get that you don't like Blue Mage, but it's already broken. You don't have to, like, try to unbreak it. It's never going to be balanced. Brink of Death, that's what it is, yeah. So... Okay, well, I will be prying the oysters open as best I can. I'm surprised I was able to do that with my bare hands, but I suppose I do have freakishly large amounts of strength when I need to, so. We also get Kojin Sangos when we do these quests, and we can turn those in for a couple of things. Nothing yet, but eventually. Yes, because the Kami sometimes bless the treasure with their favor or their spirit. Just like talismans, quite literally. Sounds like a plan. I will help you guys with that. I did treat him to a veritable banquet, yes, or them. I don't actually know their nature, their gender. I will definitely be up for feeding them again, yes, actually. So, what can we get with Sangos at the moment anyway? Anything interesting? Probably not. Yeah, pretty much nothing interesting. Zeki groupers, amberjacks. I don't even know if you can stick those in fish tanks. I guess I can check. I don't think I'm gonna, though. There's a specific fish that I'm looking for, but suitable for display in aquariums of tier 2 or higher, so I guess you can. Not amberjacks, though. Those you just... those you can just throw away, but the Zeki groupers, I guess you can put in there. So. And you can get ventures if you need them. I'm gonna hold on to my Sangos because... yeah, I'll find something else to do with them. Oh, so they started calling you Tsukumo. Okay. What was the fucking one where you fight the Void Scent that gives you a Doom You Cleanse with healing and also makes it so you can't heal? That one took you a while. I think that was one of the Heaven's Ward ones. The Heaven's Ward ones were pretty good, though. They were only added 5 of them. Or not Heaven's Ward ones, but... actually, no, it was Heaven's Ward ones, because that was when you got up to level 60. They only added 5 of them, but they were all pretty difficult from my understanding. I remember distinctly the one where you had to fight Liquid Flame and Living Liquid at the same time, and that was a really good fight. That took me quite a bit. But, yeah, that was a fun fight. It's basically, some of those were like, essentially Savage, but a solo instance, and I love that because it means there's like no overhead that you have to take care of like you usually do with Savage stuff, so. Oh, you love that one. It's fucking painful. It is. It's great. You have to do it just right or you die. So, I was a big fan of that one. So, I thought that the end one for Heaven's War was a little easier than the end one for Realm Reborn, though. But, yeah, you know. Yes, there are, as I have seen today. Kabuto, any fresh leads? Oh, good, a fresh lead that involves Namazu. This is going to be great. And where will you embark to? Like to go with you? Sure. Probably a good idea, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's just hope it's not Kyoto again. It's probably one of the ones from the What was that place called? The one place with all the Namazu, the house that's over there? I forget what it's called. Anyway, we're going to Namai, so let's go to Namai. I will teleport because I don't feel like flying all the way over there. Excuse me. Okay, so I am as close as I can be to the Doman Enclave without actually going to the Doman Enclave at the moment. But, well, we're taking care of something, so we'll take care of that first, and then we'll go over there. They'll understand, I'm sure. Oh, okay. Mr. Reluctant Resident, what do you know? Okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose a talking doll would be a little concerning. We have to build up to collecting something as treasured, there we go, as Tsukumo. Cole says beep. I think that means that he's ready to go on call. Let me go over to his thing and get on call. There you go. Hold on. Oh, okay, he said 1 sec. Okay, I will wait 1 sec then, while he does his thing. Oh, okay. I wonder what he's been carrying. I wonder if it's the same guy that, like, we got all those gun blades for that he ended up selling. I think he ended up selling them anyway. Same Namazu, that is. Well, if he's somebody that I know, then yeah, we could trap him, but I don't know if that would really work. Let's find something he's willing to trade for, because they seem to be bigger fans of bartering. Yeah, that's the idea. I suppose I can go look for the thing that we can find to trade. Okay. I guess we're gonna go look for where we can go first. Come on, Confucius. Let's head up. They're probably up by the gate here so they can survey. Or maybe they're up here, actually. They're just on top of a cliff. Wait, how did you get up here? Let's see. Oh, that'd be even further. Okay. That's fine. I'll just fly it at an angle for a minute until we get to where they are. They are on top of a cliff. Not exactly the cliff I was talking about, but, you know. I was thinking they'd be up in some random direction. What'd you find, Kabuto? Besides myriad monsters. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. Search your surroundings for the Namazu. Alright then. Let's see what we can find. Also, I forgot to turn on my live chat, so I gotta go do that in a moment. Let's see here. If I were a Namazu, I guess I'd be walking around like that. I can't target him just yet, I don't think. Let's see. Come around this corner, buddy, so I can actually pinpoint you. For a second there, it looked like his feet were not moving. There we go. Whoop. Got him. I've got you in my sights. Probably he's headed for the castrum, because again, if it's the same guy as before, he's probably gone to look for more gun blades to trade with. In which case it'll be like, oh, okay, well, we can trade for that. We'll just go beat up a few of the Imperials that still, for some godforsaken reason, are still stationed over there. I don't know why they would be. I'd think they would have mustered all their people at the Gimlet Dark, but I mean, we already kicked their ass over there, so maybe they're just like, oh, whatever. We'll stay here. It's easier over here. I can practically retire. Alright. Find him again. Cole, I think, is ready for the call now, so while we wait for the Namazu to come out, let me call him. Okay, Namazu, where are you? Is he going to come around this corner? Oop, he is going to come around this corner. Not quite that corner, but... Oop, hang on. There we go. I hear you.
Ed.
Ed?
Feelings are hard.
Hold on.
There we go.
I get that. Feelings are hard because I can't feel my back.
Damn, I wish my skeleton was younger. Alright, I'm logging in.
Okay. Let's go see what this Namazu has buried in the mud. Uh-oh. I think he's got company. Company that we can hardly see because once the sun sets behind the moon gate around Namai, you just can't see a goddamn thing on this side.
I love how they just walked up to him and just... It has that Kiryu approaching you in beast style while the music plays in the background energy.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe if I fly at them with a giant griffin, they'll get scared and run away. Or Kabuta's already got this. Never mind, Parvati. False alarm. We don't need you to run into them yet. Stay back or feel the wrath of Choco Meteor. Oh, well, that's not good. We'll get your vase back. The Bungling Blue and the Blue Mage. Great. I guess I picked the right class. I'm as close to being the blue as I can without finishing this whole quest line. It was... What do you mean it was yours? I can do that. Let's hope I don't break the vase by using Flying Frenzy. It belongs in our vault now, and if you won't give it up, then we will take it from you. I don't think he'd want to work as a mercenary of the Red. Yeah. This is General Hirumaki. Uh-huh. What kind of incentive are we talking here? I'm not actually listening to his deal. I'm just listening to it so I can shoot it down. I mean, if all they're going to do is whine at you, then no, they probably wouldn't be. Uh-huh. So about the vase. Oh. Okay. Bye. Yes, it does. She's, not for sale, though. Okay. So what are we gonna do, Tsukumo? Maybe we should have waited till he was out of earshot because he's gonna kidnap you later in the quest line now. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like we've spoken with Gyokai before, unless this is one of the Namazu that we didn't speak with back at the... I forget the name of the house. I'm gonna look it up on the map in a second once we get out of this cutscene. Let's see here. It's over here. Yuzuka Manor, that place. Yeah, I knew it was some kind of house. He probably is too much for him on his own. So, yeah, very safe. She is not for sale. All right. Well, let's go see if Kabuto is having difficulty, as he did previously. Which is fine, if he is. I'm not really judging. I'm just... Well, it looks like he got them, but Kabuto, look out, there's a Tanaga behind you. I'll handle this. I don't have Confucius here, so Choco Meteor's gonna go do, like, nothing. It's okay, though. I don't need a meteor. I can freeze you and then vibrate you to death. Goodbye. Nice work.
It's dead, Jim.
It is dead. I can only do that once every 120 seconds, but it is dead. Well, that sucks. What about our vase? Well, his vase, but, you know. I guess he got away with his life, so that's good enough, but, you know. No treasure for the vault this time. Is it a magic pot? What's the unpleasant story? Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is this is going to drop a curse on them when they stick this back in the vault. Fun. Oh.
Fun.
Yeah, I could see how someone would think that was a bit of a curse. Yeah. I mean, I figure the birds were just following you because they're hungry, but if all they're doing is shitting on you, yeah, that's a curse. Man. That's some curse. Oh, okay, so
I
that's
believe that's
why
what we in the book call unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but that's why you needed to be by yourself, because you could only perform this dispelling ritual by yourself, so. Well, to be fair, you won't see it back again if they take it to their vault. Nothing leaves that vault unless they go through Susano. Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true. If it's purified by the kami in the vault, then yeah, you won't be shat on anymore. Oh, well, that worked out. I guess we didn't get a treasure, but we got an ally, so. Kabuto, you're the leader. We'll let you do it. I know what we want, but you're the leader, according to Tsukumo, so. We gotta let him be the talker here. Oh, okay, well, sounds like one hand can wash the other then. What, his collar? That's not what she meant. Yeah, it was not a metaphor, Gyokai. Oh, have you now? Oh my god. She knows how to butter him up, so that's fair. Can Namazu blush? Do they have the capacity? I don't think I want to find out. Oh, you can find me a chime. Just don't go killing one of your brethren for it now. That wouldn't be good.
Not at all.
Then again, that would result in us having more fried catfish.
Oh, good. That's my favorite dish.
Mm. I wonder if you got any when Gyoto blew himself up last time.
We don't talk about that incident.
Hmm. He was too charbroiled, huh?
Hmm.
Okay, well, we'll let him go get the chime, and I guess we're headed back to Tamamizu. Sounds like a plan. I guess we'll just leave these soldiers of the red out here to die in the wind. So, fair enough. That is where we're going, right? Yeah, back to Tamamizu. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to switch to live chat. Let me do that. There we go. Good thing I wasn't in Limsa Lominsa with that on, or else a bunch of people's names would have just popped up all over the screen. And I don't have a block to go over my chat, so. Oh, well.
You're gonna get demonetized.
I am. I'm gonna get all $0 of the dollars I make on this taken away from me.
Sheesh.
I'm pretty sure actually I make negative money because I pay $13 a month for this game. Well, good. Sounds like, yeah, we're working our way up. Not a problem, Kabuto, not a problem. Well, he's getting closer. I think he's making steps, so I'll say this one. Let's be nice. True. Especially if he brings in more than just the collar that he's bringing in. I mean, that's because you're still hovering around in the 60s somewhere, Kabuto. I'm a level 70 Blue Mage, and they're way more busted than most other level 70 classes. Sounds like she's talking big of you. Let's hope that you can live up to her expectations. And that takes us to rank 4. I always forget that the Stormblood ones start out at rank 3, so I think I might have said rank 2 last time when I was talking about ranking them up. That's going to be a different beast tribe later. Well, that is a very large collar. Where did he get that one from? Well, it's being enshrined, so, and ensorcelled. He's making a contribution.
I don't have any butter.
You don't have any butter?
Water.
Water. Yeah.
God, I hope I still have butter in my fridge. If I can't make dinner tonight.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we could give you a pound over here. We have some. New Kojin Tribal Daily quests are now available from Zukin. Also, again, nice thing about these quests up until, I think, rank 7, you can undertake 3 additional quests as a reputation bonus from the fact that you just completed a rank up, basically. It lets you get to the end of it faster. Which is good, because it means that we'll get them to rank 8 faster, and then we can get this quest line done. We can also buy more things from Shikitahe, so let's go see if there's anything new for the Sangos. Ruby cotton cloth and Gyuki leather. Okay, well, it's not that new, but there we go. Alright, well, let's see if this was enough time to get Soroban taken care of with all the training and stuff that he's doing. Let me get my samurai outfit back on. There we go. Ready, Interceptor? Let's see what they're up to. Yeah, well, it's been, what, at this point, a couple of days, so let's hope he's not too busy.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's not when you'd say something like that. Probably, Bunchin, probably. Ooh, that's my link pearl, hang on. Hello? Tadaru, what's up? Well, I mean, I am under the ocean, so I don't exactly get good reception down here. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I wonder about all of the crazy circumstances that result in our adventures, Tadaru, and this is one of those times. Oh boy. I will do that, Punchin, because that is where I am headed. Alright, Parvati, let's get out of here. Wonder if that quest that's next to that other ray is also one where you ride on a ray. Oh. Well, we'll figure it out later. I was gonna say, where's the shark? There's the shark.
What the shark doing?
Judging by his appearance and direction that he's pointing, he's following me. It's okay, Parvati's faster than him, so it doesn't matter.
It's like the Jaws music starts up, but it just keeps getting further and further away, quieter, softly. It's supposed to just getting louder.
It's like the heartbeat from the lurker shark in Jak and Daxter.
Oh, hell no.
You can actually hear it getting softer if you go in the water in Rock Village, and then you jump on one of the wooden platforms before he eats you. So it takes a long time for him to leave, though. He circles quite a bit, the opportunist that he is. Here's the lava flow right over here. Furi, hello. I am back. I would prefer the temple, actually, because I will probably die if I take in too much of this smoky air. Emphysema is no joke, kids. I would talk to Soroban, but it looks like he's praying, so he's probably deep in concentration. Let's just chat with his teacher, shall we? I wonder how Master Roshi Genbu is. Probably not as Master Roshi as the Master of the Pugilist Guild, but, you know, Pugilists Guild.
I was about to say.
Tadaru should be here momentarily. She didn't come with me, so. Speaking of which. He will forget it, Tataru. He literally forgot about the seals that Rory was talking about last time, so you know he'll forget it.
Still mad at him about that.
And there he goes again. Well, I'm glad all it takes to get you to remember somebody's name is saving a loved one of yours from the brink of death, or madness, as it were. What kind of drastic methods are we talking about?
Oh no.
Well, of course he lacks divinity. He hasn't lived as long as all of you. I'm pretty sure this is going to go south, but okay. Yeah, a box that contains a demon spirit. I'm sure he's not even thinking about that. The Tamate Bako of Geomancy. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Am I going to open this box and find an Alexander minion? Oh, you're going to turn him into an auspice instantly. I mean, temporarily, but instantly. Okay.
Oh god, not this shit again.
This sounds like it's gonna go south very quickly. Yeah, actually, I did find one of those Tamate Bako. It didn't really last very long, but it turned me into an old lady, so that was funny. Yeah, it was just a glamour. Apparently, this one is the real deal, so... Oh, okay. I wonder if that was Koberyu or if he's talking about someone else. Uh-huh. Probably not because he died, but, you know. Oh, okay, so it's in the Swallow's Compass. I've actually heard a few things around Kugane about this King Ganon. I have a few translations that I might be able to do while I am there. Because it's written in Old Hingan, so I've done a little studying since last we met. Okay. Well, I might fit that bill, so... So where is this Swallow's Compass, anyway? It's in Yangsha. Oh, Kamitachi went to go open the way. Alright. Then let's head out to Yangsha, then. And we will see what we can find. Furi, take me out to the surface so I can teleport away. I probably could have just done that, but it's okay. Where in Yangsha is Kamitachi? Oh, all the way over. Again, I'm getting as close to the Doman Enclave as I can get without finishing these quests, I suppose. That's okay. Alright, Parvati, let's let you stretch your wings again a little bit. We'll head out this way. And then all the way over. Oh yeah. Can't turn off my quest markers until when I have the Griffin out, because it automatically puts the pet hotbar up when you do that, so you have to swap it. Oh, if you want to meet me, by the way, Cole, I'm heading off to the Swallow's Compass, and the quest marker is over by the big gate. So
big gate
with the dude's face in a relief on the rock wall.
Fair enough.
Now, with that being said, you don't have to meet me here. You can meet me in the dungeon as well.
In the dungeon.
Yeah, that. Actually, land on the... There we go. I was gonna say, probably don't land on the stairs. That'd probably be a lot harder on your legs.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, nothing like the end of the world or anything happening, Kamaitachi. I will not open it. I know what happened when I opened one that was a farce, so I don't think I want to open the real thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, but to be fair, you gave me what for because I didn't know how to avoid your AoEs because I'm a dumbass, so I guess it remains to be seen. But the Swallow's Compass is now accessible. Cool. What did you want to go in on, Cole?
Go in on a Gunbreaker.
On Gunbreaker? Okay.
And then I will swap for the remainder of the quest so that you can do different things.
Okay. I guess I'll heal again. Need to redeem myself after Hell's Lid. I suppose. Okay, let me take a drink and then we'll head on in. If you would like to join us for the Swallow's Compass, if anyone in chat would, let me know. I'll wait like a minute and then we'll go in. Yeah, I didn't think so. Cole, you just about ready?
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just looking at something.
Oh, okay. Let me just.
I was looking.
Let me just get my Swallow's Compass translations up on my screen so I can talk about them. I will be stopping at a couple of stone reliefs in this dungeon to read the ancient Hengen, so just so that you know. So if you run off without me, you might want to pop a couple of cooldowns.
A few. Let me repair my gear real quick so I don't implode in this dungeon.
Yeah, that would not be good. That would not be good if you blew up.
Actually.
Actually, I don't know what an eye is.
Hang on a minute. I have an idea.
What's that?
Let me go back to Kugane. Do you wish to redeem yourself, or do you wish to do something different?
Oh, I don't care. Either way. Do you have your Far East healer glamour at this point?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. I mean, I can tank it if you want. That would let me do 2 things with Samurai, 2 things with Scholar, and 2 things with Dark Knight, so...
Okay, I'm gonna just group this together.
Okay.
Aggressively throws gear into the chest.
You do that. I'll put on my 600 pounds of armor.
Normally I'd be more prepared for this, but I don't really play 14 outside of the streams nowadays.
Yeah,
on the
same.
account that the current raid tier is just like, damn, I really don't want to look at that.
Although I do have to play a little bit myself because I have to build up enough poetics to buy some gear. But we'll talk about that when I actually get the gear. So.
Fair enough. This bitch empty. Yeet.
Oh, and for those of you who are wondering why I'm not playing Summoner at the moment, I have a plan. I don't want to play it yet because, well, actually I don't think I can tell you why without spoiling it, so just know that I have a plan and I will be playing it, just not yet. So. For those wondering how Summoner plays now, though, it's brain dead, so.
Brain dead is.
Like, I got really good with Shadowbringers Summoner, and then they just took half of its kit away from it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just play Machinist too. Oh, how do I play Dark Knight again, Cole? Blood Weapon.
Violence.
Blood Weapon. Abyssal Drain.
Yes.
Delirium. There. I know how to play Dark Knight now. I just list these 3 skills. Use the Blackest Night on every tank buster. Though I won't know what they are given this dungeon, but...
It's fine. It'll do fine. Everything's fine. There's no
I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. I'll get hit by one of them and be like, okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for that next time.
There is no war in Bossing, so...
I mean, that's practically where I am right now.
Die... Save. Cringe. How dare you? Where the fuck did all my white dye go? Oh, I don't have any more!
Is it in your saddlebag?
No, I just don't own any pure white dye anymore. What the fuck?
Oh, pure white. Yeah, I can't help you with pure white dye.
Not pure white. The white that you don't have to pay money for.
Snow white dye.
Yes. I just don't own any Snow White dye anymore. What the fuck?
There's,
whatever. This is good enough.
I was gonna say there's gray pigments that you can go get on Botanist in the South Shroud, over by Buscaron's place, and then you can just craft them into snow white dye. Because I don't think you have the Ixal leveled up, do you?
I do not. I've bought most of my white dye off the market board.
Well, probably
because
only
I
end
am
up
a
with
fool.
stacks of 99 if you go there.
At least the price isn't gouged that bad on the market board.
Well, that's fair.
I am prepared.
You all good?
This could only end well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The real question is, are you going to be playing the healer that you're going to be playing for the rest of the X-Pack, or are you going to be playing a different one?
I mean, I could play White Mage.
No, you don't have to. You can play the one that you're going to play for the X-Pack. It's fine.
Why not? Get some early practice.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing, obviously.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, to be fair, you could have basically made this stuff yourself anyway, so, like, when you did these quests yourself, so.
Fair.
Okay, I'm going to click Swallow's Compass now. You good?
Yep, let's get this bread.
Alright. Here we go!
It's not that bad for a climb right through together in 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared for these streams, I promise.
I'm sure it's
How do I play?
Right.
How do I play this class again?
Bruh, I got no fucking idea. You're literally on your own this time. That's a new class. I got nothing. The Swallow's Compass. Some dude in a fancy hat behind these pieces of living armor. Okay. And off we go. I get a bonus to 60 elegant tomestones this time. There's also a dragon seal. Should I keep going? I should probably keep going, right?
Boy.
He's like, no, wait, let me Eucrasian diagnosis you first. By the time I get there, half these guys are going to be dead.
Sage does damage.
I see that. Whoa.
Ow.
Explosion. Okay. That was interesting. Something was about to blow up. I don't think they're gonna pop this Blackest Knife, but I'll do it anyway. Having Stalwart Soul at this level is so nice. I didn't have it before until like 72.
My greatest sadness is that even though I'm playing this class for this expansion, I'm never gonna get the laser.
I think
it's a 90 skill.
Oh, okay, yeah, you don't get that laser. You have a laser, but the small laser. The Heart of Earth. Anything
yeah, you don't need to press
exploding,
cooldowns, by the way. I have, like, the nuts on you right now.
I see that. Yeah, I've still got Abyssal Drain and stuff, so... And this one doesn't seem like it hits as hard as the last one, so... There we go. Okay, so we took care of the flow of water. And then we took care of the flow of earth, so probably wind and then fire?
Probably.
Or is there no fire? Well, it's wind, because I see the green, so...
Burn, baby, burn.
Okay, hang on. I see Anila's. Come here, all of you. ETBN real quick, why not? Should probably put my marker on the side. Oh, it popped it. Nice. It feels so brain dead now to just, I don't know, maybe I need to just play healers full time because it just feels so brain dead to tank nowadays compared to
how the hell am I doing this good? I am way out of practice. What the fuck? I don't even know what half my buttons do. I'm pressing them on instinct.
Don't think. feel.
Just heal.
Yeah, don't think heal. There you go.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
I know
Tengu!
that,
Good, give me a Eucrasian, and then off I'll go.
I'm getting there. Takes me a minute. Oh, nice. Crit.
Alright, now we can actually press buttons. I don't think I want to be anywhere near those. That's the wrong button. I think we're okay over here. Oh no, I see, they're moving. Okay. What a dick move. Oh, Wild the Tengu!
I'm so good at video games.
Let me just dodge around these. I think I'm leading the Dragoon into these. That's fun. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come over here with all of you. I feel like it's safer. Yeah. And I'll turn him this way. Might of the Tengu. That's a tank buster. Hell yeah, dude.
So how Sage works, you see that little icon, the cube in your buffs?
Yeah.
You basically get a stacking shield. Every time it breaks, it loses a tick.
Oh, okay.
So you get 4 of them things. Now you get 1 of them things, but that's because the AoE hits like a garbage truck in this dungeon.
I could probably just kill him before these become a problem, right?
Yep.
Especially if I keep like smushing him with Edge of Darkness.
Oh yeah, this is the dungeon with all the Bone Wick gear.
Yes.
Also known as some of the prettiest gear in the game.
Well,
my
if you want it.
personal opinion.
Well, if you want it, roll on it. Ooh. Am I gonna find the ghost ship down here? I still need one of those books.
Welcome back, Marie. How are you?
You hate running this dungeon. So tired of it. It's not fun. Wow. Is this why it's not fun? Because that guy keeps casting stuff at you?
Nah, just because this dungeon's long.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's long and the gear is far too pretty for its own good, so you have to run it a lot. Because as we all know, the rule of greed actually exists.
You know, I was
so,
gonna say I'm gonna press
I haven't told you how Sage
but,
works, have I?
Probably not.
So, you know how I'm auto-attacking right now with my AoE?
Yeah.
Every time I auto-attack,
Whoa.
you heal.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like Scholar Pixie Heal,
Yeah.
except it's on my auto-attack.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I'm topping you off so much.
Well, that makes sense.
And I just have multiple damage mitigations I can just throw on you for giggles.
Nice.
I have an AoE... The hell is that one Scholar skill called? The one that just heals everybody for truckloads.
Indom?
Indom. I have Indom, I have a single target Indom, I have a damage mitigation, I have...
an Indom.
Yep, I have a
Lustrate
Lustrate,
is ST.
Indom. I have an AoE heal that I can convert into a shield. It's great. I like to call Sage Angrier Scholar.
Yeah, well,
You're going too far ahead, Jimmy. There you
It's
go.
okay, I got Living Dead. It's the most
Yeah, I'm
broken
aware.
tank cooldown in the game now, so I think I'll be okay.
Oh my god, Living Dead's so good now. So
I need
good.
to get on the other side of this, don't I? Yes, I do. I'm gonna pop it, by the way, so don't even heal me. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna go. It's not enough. They can't damage me enough. It's okay,
Too good at healer,
I have
lol.
Abyssal Drain. It's okay, I have Abyssal Drain, so even if it's not enough. Am I in the correct place for this? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so the wall blocks it. Fair enough. No more malediction of water. Get the fuck out of here. The geomantic aetheryte spins to life. Geomancy. Yeah, so I didn't get to...
Necromancy.
Yeah, something like that, too. I didn't get the chance to see this back when we were doing Stormblood, but this is probably why Geomancer never made it into this game, because technically speaking, it is in this game. You just can't use it. Daidara Bachi. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Probably gotta watch the hands, huh? Yeah, uh-huh. I see you. There's a boss like this later on in this X-Pack as well, where we'll have to watch the hands, so... Not quite, don't quite have enough blood. I can't help the person that's about to get hit by that because I don't have a version of TBN that I can stick on someone else. Oh.
But you can stick TBN on other people.
Oh yeah, that's right, I can. I keep forgetting about that. No,
Damn, you are really out of practice!
I'll try it next time. I really am out of practice.
I really can't talk, though, because I was raiding on Dark Knight.
Oh, there's a lake. 6 foams under.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, that's the,
Yeah, we revive.
the same debuff from Karn Hard Mode. Did we show Karn Hard Mode on the stream? I don't think we did.
I think so. Spread.
The lake widens. It's okay, I'll be over here if you need me. The lake widens further. The land is alive, Daidara Bachi, so believe.
Ooh. Do I own
Skinner.
those? Trade them.
Those earrings, I think, were dropped previously, so...
I was talking about the gloves.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, those are Dragoon Glamour. Yoink.
No, wait,
got
Sai,
him.
come back! Did he break the bridge? No, he did not. I'm sprinting. Hey, Yugman, how's it going? It has been a while. Long time no see.
Jimmy,
What?
come back. Yeah, watch this. Whee! I have wangs.
Yes.
Regen.
No, I don't
Why
need
not?
to stand in that. Actually, I could because I'm still, TBN, but there we go. Yeah, it has been a while, Yugman. Welcome back. We are in the Swallow's Compass currently. We're building up towards the main story stuff. I gotta get back into the swing of things. And Four Lords seemed like a good way of doing so. So we're...
He's
off
really
to it.
out of practice, and I'm kind of mad at him.
I didn't... ooh. I'm Sun Wukong now. I didn't remember that I could TBN someone else, so that should tell you how out of practice I am. That being said, I'm still pulling wall to wall, so that must be a good sign.
It's easier to pull wall to wall nowadays.
True.
At least in my formal raid level opinion.
I was gonna say,
This
where's
is the
my,
part where I'd make the triple legend, by the way, joke, except I'm not a triple legend at all. I've never been in an ultimate content my entire life.
Why did I do that? I had a TBN up. Cole, why would I Abyssal Drain with TBN up? That doesn't make any sense.
Question. Surprisingly, Abyssal Drain you don't actually use a whole lot right now. You use it as an AoE skill. Most of the time you just carve and spit. The only time you really use Abyssal Drain is if you're doing, like, AoE
Dungeons.
pulls.
Yeah, if you're doing dungeons. That's when you do it. So, feel it. The fights in the Four Lords are pretty fun. Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. I was rusty last time because I died a couple times in Hell's Lid, and I'm still feeling a little rusty here, but I guess I've done a little bit better this time than I was previously. So,
I mean, you haven't died yet, so...
true.
And I've been DPSing pretty hard
Aw,
this
they
dungeon.
put a gate in front of me. Oh, well. Can I stun you? Nope. It's okay,
I wanna
give them
pick this up, Jimmy.
vulnerability up. Oh, hello. Hold on, let me pull them all in. Eh. Got him. Now you won't be summoning anything else, and these things have vuln up. Congratulations, you played yourself.
You fool.
I have 70 alternate accounts. It's always a certain amount of muscle memory that remains. Yeah, and I'm thankful for it, because I'm going to need it against Sun Wukong. Apparently. Power pole extend. Let's find out. Is it actually just Sun Wukong? Okay, his Chinese name, yeah. Kitian Dashong, which is definitely not how you pronounce that, but you know. I tried. Not very hard, but I tried. The short end. Okay, that was in fact a tank buster. Good. I wasn't
Glad
sure.
to know that my cooldowns
ends.
could literally just make it so that you can't deal with anything. It's
Both
great.
ends. Oh, I did it right.
I'm a psychic.
Without even knowing what it meant. Okay. No, come back. Both ends. It's another in, I think, because he's got the zappity. Okay, you bring him back to center. Am I out of ramp card yet? No, 5 seconds. Mount Huaguo. Oh, okay, just stay away. Alright then. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, why don't you all get over here? There we go. I'm coming!
Monkey magic!
I don't think we want that to go off.
No, we do not.
Okay, hold on. That gives blown up. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I tried. Here, have a TBN since I remembered I could put this on you now. Second heaven. Oh, nice, it popped. Splitting hairs.
Nani!
Oh. Okay. Both ends. Oh, this is short. That's long. Hold on, I see it. There's no aura when it's directly next to him. All right, both of you come here.
Thank God they don't tether. I would be losing my mind if they tethered.
Yeah, that would be a little difficult because the Dragoon would have to tank. There is in fact a tether now. So good luck.
Ow.
Okay, this one's almost dead. Does this one get basic instinct when we kill the other one? Splitting
Nope,
hairs.
he's just gonna do it again.
Oh, okay. A move so nice he did it twice. I'll use Carbon Spit. Probably should have waited, but...
Now his HP is split in half for the other clone.
It's this one! I see it! What if they both had the electricity? I think we'd get fucked. Oh yeah,
That's
you're
a
right. It
savage
is
mechanic.
just splitting his. Yeah, that is a savage mechanic. It is just splitting his HP. So, oh, quick, get him while he's distracted. Nice.
Nice.
It really was just Sun Wukong. It's okay.
All along. Sun Wukong all along.
It's okay. He'll serve me better when I recruit him as a demon in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Nice Bone Wicca stuff, by the way. Good job, team. Very fitting for where we went. Oh, he's gone. Off to seek greater fights in his odyssey to the west. Yeah, Shadowbringers live, more like post-Stormblood live. Yeah, I know. I gotta work up to it. We'll get there. Skinner's mail. I'll let you take all the Bone Wicca stuff. You like it. Alright, off we go.
Maybe it should stop being so pretty.
I don't think it'll do that. I think it'll just keep being pretty. So. Okay, we have the Tamate Bako of Geomancy. Time to go back to Genbu. And deliver it. And see what happens. Where do I go from? I guess Onokoro is actually on the surface, so I'll just go there. Yeah, the Bone Wicca stuff apparently was a pretty hot item in a lot of cases because they actually made it a Moogle Tombstone reward at one point, so people were all over that when it happened. Because it meant that they didn't have to do as much, whatchamacallit, as much grinding in the Swallow's Compass. Yeah,
we opened the chests. I think we got the. I think the big armor pieces that drop are the Bone Wicca, Skinner's Mail, and gloves.
Yeah. See how they left before you finished short AF cutscene? People are impatient as all get out nowadays, so you take advantage of that. You use return and take the chests uncontested if you don't open them. That's actually probably a pretty good idea, all things considered. I don't know, I've already got, like, all of my final glamours planned out. I need to do some side quests for one of them. There's going to be a few changes to my glamours over the course of this playthrough. Most of them will be done within the first 10 episodes, though, so that should be good. But I already have all the stuff for one of them. The other one, I need one piece of gear from a side quest, and then the third one, I actually need to craft some stuff, but I can't craft it until I'm level 80, so that's going to be a little bit yet. I need to get the leather worker up. I need to level all my crafters to 80 for different reasons, so I'm not going to try to do it as quickly as possible. I'm just going to do it however I feel like it, but I figure, you know, we'll have good reason to have them all at 80. So, alright, Furi, let me go back in with this Tamate Bako. You remember, right, the gear design was from a community contest? Oh, okay. Well, whoever designed it, they did a good job of it. Free Grand Company seals for you, since no one wants to open the chest, roll on loot, or stick around for more than 10 seconds after the boss is dead. So take advantage of that and get gear uncontested, because you're more than patient enough to do so, and you like loot crates. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. The extra seals that you get for, like, any dungeon after, I think patch 3.4 for Heaven's Ward, so like Zelphatal and later, you basically get 2 free duck bones, which are the items that you buy for 600 seals and you sell for 360 gil. So it's worth it to grab the stuff, even if you don't need it, just for the extra cash that you can get out of it. Of course, I don't need cash because I have 800,000 gil sitting there, and then a whole bunch of extra silver sitting in my chocobo saddlebag, so, you know. You know, actually, I didn't know you meant literal loot crates. I didn't know Grand Companies actually had loot boxes. I usually just buy...
Yeah, me either.
I usually just buy the duck bones and stuff, so... I did, in fact, find the mysterious box of doom. Also, what's with the augmented Shire set, Tataru? Are you going to be casting something?
Oh, no.
What's oh no for?
You'll find out.
Tataru actually becoming a disciple of war and magic? Oh, boy. Imagine getting
Tataru.
80k seals a week because no one wants a chest and SC removed all the chests that didn't have gear in them. Yeah. Yeah. Well... You know.
Yeah.
Well, Soroban, we won't have to worry about training you anymore because apparently we're going to level you up.
Imagine being max rank in a Grand Company. Couldn't be asked. Because that means I have to retrain squadrons, and that's a pain in the dick.
I already did it.
Lol.
Like in between Heaven's Ward and Stormblood. You get a random minions or rarely amount for 20k. You got the flying chair the other day. Nice. Nice. I don't think I've ever seen the flying chair. It probably is literally just a flying chair, though. So, I have the Tamate Bako. I don't know how you're going to take this from me, because you have fins rather than hands, but, you know. I mean, to be fair, I'm also in all this armor, so that probably helped me better than when we went into Hell's Lid, so... But after Somal hard mode, I wasn't going into a volcano with 600 pounds of armor on again.
Not again.
Just charbroil myself. Charbroil myself as bad as Gyoto. So. Should Tataru and I create some distance? Because this sounds like it's going to be terrible for Soroban. Okay, fair enough. Tataru, I don't know that that's going to be helpful. If you really need someone to work their Arcanima, you could just ask me to go summoner, although I wouldn't be able to do it at the moment because I have a plan and I can't talk about it because it's a spoiler. So. And then claim the riches, right? This training is about to go very awry. Alright, sure. Oh, it's going to go that awry. I have to disband party because there's an instance call, so.
Oh dear.
Yeah, oh dear is right. Okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit when we go to the next quest, I think. Maybe.
Oh, this should be good.
Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna take a drink before this. Didn't even know that was in there. It was a Stormblood mount that you think? Okay, gotcha. Literally has every mountain minion for Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, or from Stormblood in them. Well, that kind of makes sense because I think they added Adventurer Squadrons in Stormblood, if I remember correctly. I think it wasn't a thing before that. Like, it only went up to a certain rank, and then they added ranks when they added Adventurer Squadrons. So. Alright, Genbu, I think I'm ready. Looked up a 14 census yesterday. Why the fuck is the most popular DPS outside of endgame archer / bard? Fair question. I don't know. I don't find any ranged DPS to be particularly exciting, personally, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I far prefer the risk versus reward of melee DPS. But I think I'm just a masochist, so, you know. Alright, Soroban, deep breaths. Fair enough. I mean, you're a turtle, so it really wouldn't affect you all that much, would you? Would it? This is not going to end well. There's danger music happening in the background.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, it's literally Pandora's box that we just dumped in front of Soroban, so what do you think?
What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
You know, speaking of Pandora's box, I wish I was on Blue Mage, because maybe then I could get this as a spell. He said surrender to it, let it wash over you, not cough and sputter. That sounds like resistance. He's not turning into an old lady, though. Tadaru, I don't know if it's a good idea for you to... Okay. There she is, in front of the smoke. Ow. I'm just gonna stand over here. Never mind, I'm gonna go make sure Tadaru's not dying. Well, he didn't want you to turn into an old woman, so, you know. Maybe she already did, and that's why the camera hasn't panned to... Well, it's not that there's something on your face, it's that your face has a few somethings that weren't there before. Old Tadaru! I mean, that's how old skin feels, yes. You look like we just tanned some leather on the rack. Yeah, that would not have been good. I mean, to be fair, if she needs to communicate with the outside world and she looks like that, they're going to be like, what happened to your face? So... It'll be gone momentarily. Just be glad it didn't gray your hair out. There you go.
Oof.
No more Ald Goat leather? Oh boy. Now let's see if the same can be said of Soroban. How long was he supposed to be exposing himself to that? Because we probably should have put a timer or something on it so he wouldn't be overexposed. I think he's overexposed. Oh god, he turned into that general guy, except 20 feet tall! This could be a problem.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably. Tadaru, I hope your physic heals for more than my physic, because my physic doesn't heal for dick on Summoner. So. Oh, well, that's just great. I guess we'll have to subdue him then.
Damn it, Genbu, you and your bad memory.
I mean, that's what's going to get us all in trouble, to be fair, so... Oh, good, he turned back into Yoda. Alright. Again, too bad I'm not on Blue Mage. I could learn Shalonian Gate from him now, but... oh well, I'll get it later. Here we go! Love Stormblood's inspiration more than the content. The level 63 dungeon was, yeah... I don't know, I kind of liked, like, most of the mechanical stuff from Stormblood, to be fair, but, you know... It is what it is. Some people like it, some people don't. I can see either way, honestly. No, I did that in the wrong order. That's what I get for running my mouth instead of paying attention. Eddie. I'm more a fan of Double D, if I'm being fair to you. So. Tataru, are you okay? Yeah, it is punishable by death, your death, so maybe don't stand in the AoEs next time? Just a thought. You know, this is about as much as I thought Tataru was going to contribute to this whole thing, if I'm being honest with you.
I think it's funny.
It is pretty silly, yeah. I like it. I'll put a salted earth down. Oh, good, he moved. But he didn't move enough! Great Flood. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that either. What do we do? Oh, okay. Put up the Shalonian gates! I'm just gonna keep ranged attacking him. Not enough MP. I better fix that. Should I TBN Tataru? Oh wait, I can't. Never mind. Because I don't have enough MP. It's alright, Genbu, you did enough. Tataru, just, I did it the wrong time again. Just stay near me and... Well, okay, don't stay near me when the AoEs pop up, but, you know. I'm good, Eddie again. Blessed Bobber. Good question. Should I pop the bubbles? I think I'm gonna pop them with the TBN up first, actually. Oh good, it actually popped the TBN. Tataru, hang out for a second. My TBN doesn't come back for another 7 seconds, so... Oh, they're gone. Okay. No, Tataru bad. Tataru bad! Stay away from me! Oh man.
Poor Tataru. She's trying so hard.
She is trying so hard. I feel bad for her, but I'm not getting hit by AoEs just because she doesn't know how to play the video game. Tataru, maybe don't stand out there. Whirlwind. I should get away from him, I think. Just in case it's... Oh, okay. Font. Oh, it's dead. Okay. No more of that, please. Oh,
Cease thy Alexander tomfoolery.
Yeah, I'm capped on blood. Hang on. Get delirium going. Oh, okay. I won't delirium you anymore. I'll delirium this instead. Whoa! Hey, that's a blue mage skill. It's not called the same thing, but that's a blue mage skill.
I think Sorabon's a little cross at you.
Just a bit. Hang on, Tataru, okay, I was gonna say, I'll run the AoEs away from you, but then you ran towards them, so, sorry. Okay, almost back to Blood Weapon. Oh, don't worry, I'm not about to let up. Not easily, anyway. I guess I'll Blood Spiller with my Blood Weapon. There he goes. No more Eddies. You alright, Tataru? Because you have way more HP than I do. Like, those bubbles were doing a lot of damage. They popped my TBN, to be fair, so... Everybody alright? I might need to, you know, unsalt this armor because it might rust now, but, you know, I guess it was fine. Is it good or bad that you're actually proud of yourself for learning the entire blue spellbook? It was so fun. Yeah, no, it's good that you're proud of it because you should be. That's a long grind. I just didn't have the patience for it. And honestly, I didn't have all the dungeons for it either because until now I couldn't get, well, until last time I couldn't get Shalonian Gate. So if I wanted all of them, I would have had to have gotten that too. So. And by now, nobody's doing Blue Mage content anymore, so it's like, I guess I'm kind of stuck. She did have so much HP. Remember when Unleash and Unmend cost MP? Dark Knight has truly changed. Yeah. Actually, I should mention that because I think I mentioned it before. I said during Stormblood, I think it was the Lakshmi episode, where I was like, you know, I kind of am okay with the Dark Knight changes. I take that back. No, I want blood price back. Give it back to me.
Give it back.
I want MP management back, please. I was bad at it, but I could have gotten good at it. Well, your army Tama sort of ran out of control, so we had to fix you. Did you do that on a tank too, Cole?
Hmm?
Did you do
Yeah, I
that
did.
instance on a tank too? Because I was gonna say, how much did the bubbles do to you?
Not a whole lot.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess it popped my TBN, but I think I ate 2 of the bubbles, so that might have been why it popped my TBN. I guess I was thinking, oh my god, they did like 10k, but if it was 2 bubbles, yeah, that makes sense. So. Fair enough. So let's collect ourselves, and then we'll be good. Oh, I forgot to read the stuff in the Swallow's Compass. I was so busy being bad at tanking, I forgot to read the stuff. Well, anyway, there were 3 translations that I could read in the Swallow's Compass. They were in Old Hingan that I have photographic memory for, let's say. So here, I'll read them now. So there are 2 tablets past the first boss. One is undersigned by King Ganon, and the other one is next to that one. The first one, undersigned by King Ganon, says, "Know the wind, contain the water, heal the earth." And then he signed it in the 4th line. And then the tablet to the right of that one, this is me embellishing a little bit, but it sounds more effective as a sentence this way, or as a stanza. It says, "As the river turns to nothing and the mountains become a dragon, so too does the land of Yanxia become the nation of Doma." And then there are stone reliefs all over the place in the Swallow's Compass that quote a poem called "In the Mountains on a Summer Day" by Li Bai. The stanza that they're quoting it goes as follows. It says, "Too lazy to wave my fan of white plumes, rather go naked neath the greenwood trees, my headcloth undone, on a stone wall hung, idling bareheaded in the pine-filled breeze." Which I guess makes sense if it's something that Son Goku may have said, or Sun Wukong. They're the same person, basically, so, you know. This is why I said that you shouldn't have, been doing your Arcanima and expected it to actually work out. You need to go train under Thubergeim. That's the name of the Arcanist Guild Master, right? Well, she's not the Guild Master, but the Guild Master is that one Mikote guy that wanders and never does his job, so...
Imagine doing your job, lol.
Couldn't be him. Well, that's understandable, Soroban, since you aged over 1,000 years and also lost control of your body, so... Well, fair enough. Well, you did, so, you know. Yeah, actually, we got by Ko's backstory, but we didn't hear yours, so I guess we should hear yours. Oh. True, very true. However, and they didn't hear you because you were a turtle. Oh, okay. Well, you could have, like, Pied Piper that shit. You could have basically, like, kept dancing and lured them all out of town so they didn't die to the boulder. Uh-huh. And that would be Tenzin. Okay. And surprisingly, he understood me because he can speak the language of beasts. And then he cut the boulder in half. The end. Oh, okay. Maybe he's doing this to, like, scare them out of the village so that the rock slide wouldn't kill them? Maybe? Is that the gist, or? Oh, okay, yeah, so they're trying to get them out of there. Fair enough. Not bad. Well, you had a little help, so that probably made the difference. Maybe if you found a parrot that had learned a little bit of Hingan, you would have been okay. I don't know how commonplace parrots are on this side of the world, though. Actually, I think there are some in the Ruby Sea. I think there are some up in the northwest corner. I forget. Yeah, I don't know if I can compare to Tenzin, but I'll do the best I can. I'm already here, and this festival still doesn't start for another couple of days, so... I'm going to keep saying that, and eventually it's going to be like that skit from when TFS did the Frieza arc, and Goku was like, do you even know what a minute is? Do you have a watch? No. Yeah, let's just not try to take shortcuts this time. Let's just do it by the book. Oh, you have a mountain of paperwork in Kugane to do. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. You have to set everything up for when they take the treasure back, so... I don't know if Kamaitachi's going to be keen on sharing that. I'm pretty sure he's going to eat all of it. Oh boy. Sounds like a plan. I will keep my sword sharp and my wit sharper.
Your wit's already pretty sharp. Your sword's dull, though. Incredibly dull, as is your skills.
Wow. It's kind of the point with this sword, though, because this sword isn't supposed to be sharp. It's just supposed to be a gigantic blunt instrument to beat things to death with.
Dark Knight's Dream.
Because I'm still on Dark Knight, so... Alright, I guess we're finished with that one. So we'll head off. I think I gotta go back to Bunchin now, right? Yeah. Okay. Then that is where we will go. And I don't really have any other, I mean, I guess I could go catch the fish that I was talking about doing, but I kind of want to see this to the end before I go catch the fish, so... And I don't think we're too far away from the end. I think there's a couple more trials, and then that's it. And trials shouldn't take a terribly long time to do. It's not going to be like this quest, which took 40 minutes. So... Actually, I think it took longer than 40. No, actually, it's about right. 45. Yeah, hold on, I gotta take off my armor so I don't rust. There we go.
Rusts.
Immediately rusts when I go in the ocean. Maybe I should ask Tadaru if she can get me some armor that's rust-proof, since I'm gonna be living next to a body of salt water for the rest of my life. Alright! Dive, Parvati! Close are we to the thing? Oh, I did it again. I'm not even close. Alright, well, it's not that far away, I guess. Okay, let's go give Bunchin the good news. I think after that I'm going to take a restroom break, and then after that we'll continue with the quest line. He's good, and he's bad, and he's everything in between. That probably tells you nothing, but he's okay, is the point. I don't know, but if we keep working on the Divine Circle, we might find out. Maybe Kabuto will be able to live up to it at some point.
Kabuto.
Yeah, I think if he comes back to Tamamizu at this point, that would be... Whoops. That wouldn't be good. Because they, that would mean that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Well, I don't think I'm going to use those super potions, but I guess they heal more HP in this than they do in Pokemon. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break right here on the sand. I will press the be right back button. Cole, feel free to chat amongst everyone else, and then I'm going to go use the restroom, and then I'll be right back.
Now I am also back. Just gotta wait for Jimmy. Oh, you have lasagna. How is the lasagna, Marie? Oh.
Okay.
I mean, lasagna's a good alternative to that.
I have in fact returned.
Welcome back.
What are we chatting about? Lasagna?
Lasagna.
Too intimidated by the prospect of preparing a bird for Bird Day? Yeah, fair enough. It's hard to find a turkey for Thanksgiving anyway. Like, it's the normal dish that everybody goes to, so sometimes it's tough to actually even find one in the grocery store. Put ground turkey in lasagna because you brought a new baking dish and you wanted to use it. You know, that's fair enough. Sometimes that's
Valid.
the only excuse you need. The Firebird down below. Oh, I get an emote for this one. Hum. That's not hug. That is one character off of hug. Yeah, I mean, I was already here, so... They sent another missive? I've been gone for 5 minutes. What could have possibly happened? Okay, let's take a look, I guess. Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging army Tama of my comrade Bayek Ko. The time has come for you to return to Raisen Temple. Are you sure this isn't just the last missive and he sent it twice because he forgot? Yeah, they do. Alright, well, I'll be back eventually, Bunshin, once they've figured this whole mess out. Yeah, Parvati just flew, so we'll let Confucius fly again. And off we'll go. Someone got drunk, that's what happened. I hope it wasn't Tataru. Good lord,
Oh
man.
god. If Totoro gets drunk, she might lose all of her inhibitions and take over the entire market of Kagane.
Yeah, I don't think even Hancock would be able to stop her then. We are sort of flying directly towards that shark, aren't we, Confucius? It's okay. He won't bother you. He's a big sucker, though, isn't he? Now, if that was Parvati, I would have gone directly to the surface because I'm pretty sure that shark would have ripped her open like a Thanksgiving dinner, but even the biggest shark in the ocean knows better than to mess with Confucius, so... Alright, back to Hell. And then we'll go through Hell to go to the temple again and see what they've got going on now. Excuse me. Need more water. There.
More water.
I'm not hydrated enough. Oh, Sun Wukong's down here. Hang on, Genbu. Before I talk to you, I need to see what he's up to. Oh, he turned into bite-sized form. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. That makes sense. Well, I mean, he's pretty strong, all things considered. He's one of the four lords, so, you know, that makes sense. Need to heat this up more. Damn, microwave should use the oven. Yeah, but is it worth turning the oven all the way on just to get it heated more? That's why I have a toaster oven, a convection oven, air fryer. All of the above. Much simpler than a regular oven. Much smaller proportions, but much simpler. Well, if you keep calling her that, she should be here shortly, Genbu. I could call her, yes, that's not a bad idea, actually. Hang on. Outgoing phone call. Hey, Tataru, Genbu would like us both to be here so we can get his missive at the same time. Yeah, sorry if you were in the middle of something, but it sounds urgent. She's on her way. Too bad you don't have ears to put it in. Or you could have your own, although I don't think you could work it considering you have to touch your hand to your ear for it to work. And again, you have flippers, not fingers. Tataru! I wish he would stop calling you that, because he's just gonna get that when he calls you that. But I think that's why he keeps calling you that, because he knows it gets a rise out of you. It's called again. Let me have warm food. Oh my god. You ever get a fucking phone call while you're doing something important? Yes. Quite a lot, actually. Oh, okay. Well, good. Yeah, is he taking a break from training, or special exercise? Let's hope it's not the Tamate Bako again. Oh, boy. So what can we do? We need to get another auspice, huh? Yeah. Okay, which one are we going after this time? Who's stepping in the ring with me? That sounds like Suzaku, considering it's a bird screech, unless Seiryu turned into a bird instead of a snake recently. Yeah, Suzaku. More of a Final Fantasy Legend 1 Suzaku than a Final Fantasy Legend 2 one, but hey, if it was a Final Fantasy Legend 2 Suzaku, I'd practically just be looking at Confucius, so... Damn, what kept you guys apart so many centuries? Yeah, so we gotta beat you up so we can call your army, Tama. Something to that effect, yeah. I don't know if I can live up to that legacy, but I'm gonna do the best I can. For what it's worth, I agree with you. No, I don't. Genbu's putting words in my mouth, and I'm a silent protagonist, so... Damn. Did she wake up on the wrong side of the bed today, or what?
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think her army Tama's a little more out of control. Okay. Yeah, probably better if I get the story directly from her, so... I guess we gotta just speak to Suzaku directly. Okay, I'm ready to join you in your misery.
These hands.
I mean, to be fair, if it kills me, I'll just get back up again. You don't know how the echo works, lady, evidently. You'd think you would, considering you knew Tenzin, and he had the echo, but maybe his echo manifested differently. I mean, we already know it manifested differently in terms of what he could outwardly do, but the echo also allows you to cheat death, so... Yeah, that sounds probably pretty familiar to you. That's fine. I don't want to wear his mantle. I can't be him. I can only be me. I'm not dooming the land. If the wards fail at this point because you won't let me fight you, then that will be your doing, not mine.
By Ko the bro.
A bird who loved a man. I mean, there have been stranger fan fictions written in the thousands of years of human history. I mean, I'm kind of with the tiger guy. I feel like you should move on, so. Mr. Confessing her unrequited love already. She kind of did it in passing and a bit of dialogue just now, so. Eh. I'm not trying to. I wish these people would just fucking listen to me when I talk, but they can't because I can't open my mouth. It's glued shut.
The pain of being a silence protagonist.
It's too much sometimes. Alright, well, anyway. I'm not asking you to entrust me. You literally have nothing to fear from me. I'm not trying to replace Tenzin. That is not my objective here. My objective here is quite simply to make you less angry.
If it's any consolation, she did this to me the last time.
Fair enough. You sure they all don't just have bad memories, other than Bayek-Ko, who just really likes fighting?
Bayek-Ko's my favorite.
I mean, that makes sense. He did summon you, so.
Fair enough. It's not him being biased at all. Not at all. Mm-mm.
A little bit of self-indulgence never hurt nobody. But Etrian Odyssey characters, the best silent characters, say nothing, urge someone to make a bad decision that gets them killed. Magic. There you go. You'd think she would have gotten over it after 500 years or so. But apparently she's bad at moving on. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. To be fair, Bayek-Ko, I never listen to what anyone has to say. I let my fists or my sword do the talking for me.
Doesn't even listen to me. Not even me.
It's true.
Not even me.
Not even, like, being mean about it. That's true.
Unfortunately true.
I mean, it's so true that I died to some AoEs that I would have very easily avoided if I had just monkey see, monkey dude and followed you. Hell's Cure is now accessible. Nope, love birthright. You can attest. You fell so hard for your boyfriend. It's not even funny. Suzaku just popped out of existence directly in front of me. What is this, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Wow! Jimmy,
Cole, you were
ripping a new
screaming a second
asshole.
ago. Do you not like Hell's Cure? That bad, huh?
And I'm gonna heal it because God hates me.
Why would you do that to yourself? You know that there's just going to be another sage next to you, and you guys don't even get emergency tactics.
Man, I don't give a fuck!
Yeah, fair enough. And if you'd like to join us for Hell's Cure, let me know in chat. I'll wait a couple of minutes. Yugnan,
Jimmy,
if you're still
making
here...
fun of the new Pokemon game? Damn, is it Tuesday already?
That was low, my friend. Scarlet and Violet set a low bar. I was just, you know, coming down to their level.
Listen, Scarlet and Violet are actually good games. It's a
Like,
shame that there is no, but they didn't have any time to fix any bugs because
I need you to
Pokemon Company
understand.
crunch times all their workers.
Yeah, like I can't support a company that does that, which is why I'm not going to be buying Scarlet and Violet. But watching it in motion is like watching a train wreck. It's terrible, and you know that it's just going to end with awful things happening, but you can't look away. So. Can even see that Toby Fox had some influence in the writing. Oh yeah, well he did have more influence in the actual game itself this time. That's why a lot of the music tracks have sort of leitmotifs and stuff, is because he was co-composer on a lot of the tracks. Sorry, my brain just left me for a second. But yeah, he co-composed a bunch of the tracks on there. And another reason why the music is so good as well is because this is Junichi Masuda's last game with Game Freak. So naturally, he felt like he had to go all out on the tracks that he co-composed for as well. So yeah, no, the music is good. So all right, I'm not sure if Yugman is here. If he is not, hasn't said anything about going in. So Cole, let me know when you're ready, and we'll go to Hell's Gear.
Let's get this bread, gamer!
It will be cooked bread because Suzaku's love burns brighter than my oven. So, you saw Lyra finish yesterday. About an hour or two later, Game Freak tweets that they're going to patch the game. Well, that's good because modders have already beaten them to the 60 FPS thing. I got that in my recommended today. There's a 60 FPS mod that a modder just I think released publicly for the game, if you know how to mod your Switch. So, you know. So they're gonna have to. Anyway, into Hell's Cure we go. This one will take a little bit, probably a little less time than the last one with the Jade Stoa because we have a healer. But you know, what if I should go look for that fish while I'm waiting? It's probably going to end up being exactly like the last time, though, where I'll like try to go that way and then the queue will pop. But, if it gets to be more than 5 minutes, maybe I'll try it. It was just funny. She beats the game and suddenly a patch is announced. Yeah, figures, right? I mean, to be fair, Nintendo has literally been refunding people's money because of how awful the game's performance is. Like, Nintendo never refunds people's money, so you had to have known something like this was going to happen eventually. It just was going to take them a little bit. So... well, we got another DPS. I wonder if I'm going to get to LB3 this time. Probably not, right? Because I'm probably going to, like, die too many times to actually be the one that it's worth using.
Perishes.
How many times will I
yes.
perish, Cole?
A lot. This fight's hard. It has an enrage.
Oh.
It's a normal mode.
It's a normal mode with an enrage. Good thing I have Madare. No, she won't go gentle hard into that good night, Tataru, so... I will Madare hard. Yeah, her and one other female antagonist that I can think of don't know what they say. Or what they do. Thankfully, the other one is dead, so she can never bother me again. Nope. Never. Square. I'm watching you.
I'm staring at you.
Do not lose sight of your surroundings when you face Suzaku. Oh. So there's going to be stuff in the background I have to pay attention to. Got it. I'm asking the auspices for advice since I'm waiting for the timer anyway. So. Inagami is just telling me his life story again. Oh, there's a rat here. And the otter. What's up, otter?
A rat!
The otter's also here, but he was in Sumino Sato before, so... Does that sparrow still not want to talk to me over here? Did he run away? Well, there he is. Hello. No, wait! Come back! I'm not trying to chase you, I just want to see where you're going. Will you take me to your treasure, little road sparrow? Oh, I can't see him, it's too dark. Damn. Oop, there he is.
Darkness.
I think. Okay, he's just gonna make a circle. Fair enough. This fight has an enrage, you've never seen it. Oh, you can join me for the next thing I do? Screaming at money crunching right now. Can you join me for the next thing that you do? Like, I hate that you're screaming at money crunching, that sucks, but like, if you haven't seen Suzaku, can you dupe Seiryu? Because Seiryu's the one after this, right? I'm confused. I think I confused myself.
I think you did.
Yeah. Let's ask more of the cute animals for advice. So who was Tamamo Gozen? because Gozen is female. I feel like I've heard the name, but it's not Tenzin. It's just a similar thing. Anyway, I confused myself again. Don't know what I'm doing next, so you said next thing to avoid soft spoilers. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think anybody else has anything new to say, unless Kamaitachi said anything about the... I will do it as gently as I can with this sword sharpened to a razor's edge. Oh boy. Okay, news dialogue is the same. Tammo goes in the nine-tailed fox fate? It might be. I don't know. Thanks, Senri. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I haven't done that fate, and I don't think I ever will. So, all right. I'm gonna head for the surface, and I'll go see if I can fish for that fish. I think, if I recall correctly, it's up in the northeast corner of the map. Up here by this fate called Wet. Shoal Rock is what I'm looking for. So I guess it might be in there. So that's where we're going. It is her. That fate was a fucking ride. Spawning it was hell. You never understood how. Oh, Jesus. That's never good. So this is really going to be the only thing that I think is going to determine whether this will end up being more episodes or less than I predict, is the Radiant timers on the dungeons. To be fair, there won't be like a humongous, like it's not like we're doing 60 dungeons or something ridiculous like that over the course of this playthrough, but whether people have it unlocked or whether people are online that are willing to play it, it all sort of comes down to that, and that will determine if we get in or get out quickly enough to actually do things. I would like to finish this quest line, finish the Dome and Enclave's last quest, and also get finished with a Requiem for Heroes before the end of Saturday, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. We'll have to see. Is there water in here that I can fish in? There is water in here I can fish in. Cool. Alright then, that's what we will do. Off to Fisher I go. And I need to put the... hang on, put that down there. There we go. Need to put the blue bobbits on. And, well, after this, hopefully this fish that I'm looking for won't end up being cooked. Because then I'll have to find another one. But it's okay. Alright, let's see if we can find it. I probably should have used patience, but to be fair, I'm not looking for a high-quality one. I'm just looking for any old one. And I have 30 worms with which to do it. Let's see if he's hungry for worms or hungry for words.
I'm going to shoot you.
Should have come in on Machinist, friend. That is actually the one that I was looking for right away. Harutsuge. Wasn't really a big pull, but fair enough. We could identical cast or mooch or any of that stuff, but I definitely don't want to release. Let's just quit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good. Perfect timing.
Let me in.
I got the fish, and now Suzaku's going to bake it. Farm the fate so you can do it 2 times to get the fox headband. You're tempted to log in so you don't have to wait for half a fucking hour. No, it's okay. We're here. So it's all good. So this is just a separate part of the temple then, I guess.
Hey, here's the thing. I like this fight, but I hate this fight.
What is it with the 4 lords and screaming their fucking lungs out? I mean, Genbu didn't do it, but he's too old. You went through a transformation sequence to put a dress on? Did you greet Tenzin in that maid outfit, Suzaku? And did he like it? Oh look, we got an Astro. You got a regen healer, Cole.
Oh, thank God!
Sheathe your sword, I beg of you.
No, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go.
Oh,
Cremate.
that's oh no.
I almost just kitened.
You
I don't have that anymore.
Strength to rise from the ashes.
That's a raid wide. Oh, there are ads.
Oh. Wow. That ad was on me the entire time. Should I have come in here on Samurai? Because Tenzin was a samurai, so maybe this'll... Ooh, that hurt a little bit. Maybe this'll bust her out of it a little more. It's okay, we have a... Yeah, I was gonna say, we have a Stellar Explosion waiting call, so you don't have to, like, super heal.
Oh no!
I'm gonna hit this one. Whoa. I'm not gonna hit this one, I'm gonna hit the center one, because that's what everyone else is hitting. Can I get that in before? Yes, I can. Good.
Tank.
Well.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Cole's screaming.
I actually did that kind of well, considering I literally just fucked that up. So Samurai, I have problems with it now. Nothing lines up properly on Samurai anymore.
Here we go.
I can't really talk too much about it because I'm busy doing this, but, you know. Did she leave friends? Aramitama has begun to disrupt the live stream. Are you summoning Sephiroth?
I could not bear to lose you again.
Uh-huh. I just picked a circle. Am I supposed to be in a circle? Everybody else is in a circle.
Face the direction.
Stand now upon the correct arrow or face the consequences. Oh, I see. Okay, so I have to face in the direction of the arrow.
Some people dance during this part.
Time for TDR. Oh, I got a damage up. Haha. Screams.
Yeah,
like
don't
damn
fuck this
people.
mechanic up.
Does it kill everyone if I fuck this up? In the extreme, probably,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Gotta watch this. Need to understand why Cole hates this fight. Ooh, it's getting faster. Never mind, that was it.
The section's a lot longer in the EX from what I understand.
Mm,
It's also much faster in the EX.
fair enough.
Ah!
Konami code! I got 7 stacks of damage up. Did you show him your true form?
I will protect you, I promise.
By the way, don't go through the center of the arena.
Scarlet Fever. Oh, there's a hole there now.
Please, my
I
lord.
shouldn't have come in here on a melee DPS. Oh, never mind. The targeting reticle is humongous, so it doesn't matter. Southron Star. I better use this damage up before it goes away. Oh, it's got like a minute left on it. Everybody's over here. I'm going over here.
Afraid?
Hi, Rory. Whoa.
Mark back closer.
What was the name of that attack? I didn't see it.
Ruthless Refrain.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Why do you do this?
Can't remember.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the Blue Mage spell. That's the one that hits like 20 fucking
Oh, no!
times. Well, it's a good thing the other tank turned on tank stance.
All I ever wanted
Okay.
was you and I to
Have sex!
Oh, my swift cast went away because the fucking hole is the thing that killed the fucking goddamn it.
hearken to my
That's
melody.
unfortunate.
Pain, misery, agony, loss.
All of the above. Okay, so there's a tether to that one. Oh, okay, it's going that way, and when it hits the symbols, it's gonna blow them up, right?
Yup.
Yeah. Alright, I can handle that. I'll just stand here, and then we'll go over here. And now I'm safe from the entire mechanic. Yep,
For now.
until she changes directions. Can I get my side? Oh, I can get my side attack in here. Good. I can do my positionals. Well, okay. Now I see the problem. I'm just gonna keep following the bird. Oh, good. I was rewarded with a positional. Maybe I should arm's length this. Hey! I know how to push a button. I need to reestablish Hengenbana. Okay. I have to keep thinking, making sure my brain is still working. She's got quite a bit of HP, doesn't she?
Yes, you do!
I'm gonna stand in this.
Oh, God.
Cole, get ready. Phantom Flurry again.
Oh, fuck, not again.
Oh, I gotta balance. Oh, look, a tiny Bahamut. He knows my pain.
We will wake you from
Oh my
this
god.
madness.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go!
I'm using this. I will kill you without killing you. Sorry, I didn't get to do that in Bayako, so I had to do it here. Plus, we might even get an LB1 depending on how much HP she has.
Here we go!
What?
Look at the background.
Oh, okay. I see. So don't be on purple first, because it's going to blow up first. Yep, then go. Over here.
Hey, you want to hear something fun, Jimmy?
What?
So in the EX version, it's not in order.
Oh. You ever, like, have one where you just get completely fucked?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's Tenkagoken. Do not want. What am I missing? This is what I'm missing. Okay, so don't be on yellow. Got it. No, that's not what I'm missing. I'm missing Shifu. Okay, I'm safe up here. There we go. Got her.
Okay, that went a lot cleaner than my first run through the normal mode. Ah.
Well, I could see how doing that by yourself would make you want to kill yourself.
Ah, yes. Simon Says Extreme. My favorite. Simon Says You Die.
That was a delicate dance, Suzaku. Unfortunately for you, I am well practiced in my two-step. Good job, team. I missed some chat. I will take a look at it in a moment. The dancer gets my command. Okay, off we go. Have fun with the dancer. I'm gonna go see what Suzaku does. Are you staring into each other's eyes longingly over there, Cole?
No, I was AFK.
Oh, okay. Damn, cold shoulder. Alright, what did I miss in chat before we...
I was healing. I healed so hard during that I fucking exploded.
That makes sense.
Wait, did I turn in my book to Chloe this week? Oh no.
Well, time to do that then. Also, go look in the mirror and make sure you didn't pop a blood vessel in your eye from all the healing you did.
Damn, my shoulders hurt.
Oh boy. Let's see what I miss. Not a whole lot, I don't think, actually. Someone did enjoy voicing those screams. You farmed that one, you wanted the mount. It's 9 stacks in EX? Oh, okay, gotcha. In EX, there's a draw-in effect instead of just Ruthless Refrain. Keep forgetting arm's length is a thing. I should pay attention, yes, I should. Especially in situations where I'm on a melee DPS, and there's a hole.
Also, I don't know if you've noticed, Jimmy, but the music for these trials? Fire.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Although I have noticed, I think Soken was really attached to that chord progression during the Stormblood patches because Bayako had that chord progression. It was almost the same amount of BPM. Tsukiyomi had that chord progression, and now Suzaku has that chord progression. So I think he was just a really big fan of that, like, style.
I found that one day and was just like, damn, how many times can I mix this together in new and exciting ways?
I wonder if Seiryu is going to have it a similar way. That was the fun part
Serious
where it
track
blows
is
up
pretty
in
fucking
noise.
good.
Simon Extreme. Did you turn in your book to Chloe this week? Now everybody's got to check. Meanwhile, I've never turned a book into Chloe. Whoops.
It's a good way to get tombstones.
Yeah, no, I know. I just haven't had a reason to. Maybe I will by the time this is all over. Who could avoid a story of going to a different world? I know that's a spoiler, but this has been out for a while, so hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler. Listen, Suzaku, it's what I do, to be fair. That's the idea. That's the way it should have been. Won't do story without your boyfriend. About to cap on all the tombstones. You can't spend them. Oh boy. So why did you get cast out of villages if you're like that? Uh-huh. Oh, I could see how that would be a problem then. Yeah, it's not that you were cast out, it's that you had to run away from everyone. Because they wanted to use you like
back.
a tool.
I don't want to get old.
I mean, they should have just gone to Sugino Sato then. I love how Bayako and Suzaku are just in their full forms and Genbu's just this dinky little turtle. Oh, jeez. It's just like, man, what happened here? Why is he not Yoda? Sounds like a bit of a kindred spirit. To be fair, though, I have closed a hand to helping certain people, like Yotsuyu. But that's because she wouldn't.
Anymore.
That's because she wouldn't help herself. I can only do so much. So. Oh, okay. So you got this order from the king to go fight Koryu. Fair enough. I wonder if he unleashed the doom of the living. Well, to be fair, my doom of the living doesn't kill me, so, you know. It's not Blast-Heart from Tales of Vesperia. Then again, that doesn't kill the guy that uses that in Tales of Vesperia, but he seems just as surprised by that as the rest of us were, so, you know. So you finally got the immortality everyone was looking for, but Tenzin was dead, so whoops. That sounds about right. I mean, you can, you know, honor his legacy, live up to his memory. And also, you know, seal the wards to make sure Koryu doesn't get out and everything that Tenzin worked for being for nothing. You're welcome. I'm glad her soul is at peace. Because it's probably
Congratulations,
far better.
you've done it.
Because it's probably far better than living 500 years as a raging bitch. Sorry, that was probably a little...
2 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, her soul's at peace until EX. Then we're fucked. Your headcanon is that the Yoda form is only for battle and too draining to maintain. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that secret mission.
Because he's old.
I'm glad that you realized that, because it was not... I'm glad it wasn't too late for it. Okay, listen, Bayako, you cannot hunt Tataru. That is not okay. And I don't know who told you that, but it is not okay.
Is it true? The West Lalafels are hunted for sport.
Oh my god.
They can try.
They will
They
fail.
won't succeed.
Yeah. Get the boss to use a move that should kill him 3 times in one fight. Why? Yeah, well, evidently it doesn't kill him. His heart is not as ticking time bomb as he thought it was. I mean, it went pretty well, actually. I didn't die, so... I probably fucked up my rotation a few times, but again, that's because nothing on Samurai makes sense anymore. Am I hinting at what I'm gonna do about it enough? I'm glad you can discern what her face looks like up there, because all I can see is burn. I mean, that is fair. When you live as long as all of you do, you're probably prone to have that happen every, couple hundred years or so. It's supposed to be fleeting, though. Wah, wah. Think the OVAs? There's a bar fight and he shows up there. It's hilarious. No, I haven't seen the OVAs. I've actually only ever seen Tales of Vesperia when Omega played it. I've never played it myself, so I wanted to play the definitive edition, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. I'm not sure if I will, to be honest. I don't like how they treated some of the voice actors in it, because they didn't exactly treat them well, especially with their paychecks. But I don't know. Let's see how Soroban's doing with his training. Why is the Adamantoise from the Gold Saucer here? Oh, God. Tadaru, no. Oh, man. No, it's Soroban. He turned into an Adamantoise this time. Oh, boy. Okay, so Koji definitely had a hand in that joke because Soroban has the same number of syllables as Superman. Great. He's in a bit of a larger capacity than the last time. Let's hope they're not fattening him up for harvest. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible, considering tortoises are land-based turtles. Is that going to fly over everyone's head? Yeah, no, that is exactly
Orban certainly was flying over everyone's head.
It's true. Well, this is awkward. Someone tell me how Scamco keeps getting away with that shit. Nobody calls them on their bullshit. Nobody with any importance, anyway. I can call them on their bullshit, but they won't listen to me. I have 253 followers on Twitch. You think they're gonna listen to me? Got a new book. Forgot we good. Nice. Hopefully the new book is a good new book. I haven't been able to find any book reading that I've wanted to do lately. It's kind of concerning. I should probably start writing again. Maybe that would make me want to read more. Oh. Is that all? So I guess I better move quickly so Soroban can get back to maybe being himself?
Might is not an acceptable answer.
Oh boy. I don't really need a rest, to be fair. Cole healed me so much that I still think that there's prognosis coursing through my veins.
You're welcome.
Oh, a new Wondrous Tales. You forgot that you turned in the old one the other night. Every day's a blur to you. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't have context for it. That's my bad. Yeah, haler and healthier than usual, huh, Soroban? Alright. I'll go let him know. Oh, this quest keeps going places.
Quest is great.
What if it does not wish to leave? About that. Alright, back to Tamamizu. I think I'm just gonna teleport this time. Not because I necessarily don't care about my cash, but because it's 6:47 and I want to make sure we do this. I think we'll get it done tonight. I know we've got like 2 quests left, but I mean, as long as the timer for Seiryu isn't too bad, which I knocked on wood, so now it should be okay. I didn't curse us. We should be able to get in. And to be fair, I'm probably going to go in on a tank anyway, so that should speed up the queue a little bit. Double tank, Cole?
Double tank.
Okay.
We're going to regret that because Seiryu, but we'll be fine.
Well, you know what you're doing, so you can main tank it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless you want me to main tank it, which I could.
Are you sure you want to double tank with me?
Yeah.
My finger is on the shirk button, Jimmy, and I am not afraid to use it.
That's okay. I know
it
how
is
to...
a deadly weapon in my hands.
That's okay. I know how to circle shirk. Oh, look, a bot.
Fair enough.
a bot. How do I ban bot? No, I don't want to gift a sub. I want to block them and report them.
Fuck out of here.mov.
Let's see here. Spam, scams, or bots. Yes, that sounds like a good reason to report. There you go. Yeah, gift a sub to the bot. There you go. Maybe it would gain self-actualization and become not a terrible thing that asks me to invest in their cryptocurrency scheme. I would assume that's what that is because the website is dogehype.com and the only person that uses DOGE anymore, unironically, are crypto people. So... How do you find us on another data center? You're too lazy to read. That's a good question. Cole, how does Marie find us on another data center?
I have no idea because I've never done it before.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing, so sorry. You might have to read. Yeah, no, that's what I said too, Bunchin, to be fair. It doesn't make any sense to me either. He was a water-based turtle a few minutes ago. I guess I can hum now. I couldn't hum before. I didn't know how to put my lips together. You'd think I would, considering they're glued together, but, you know. Anyway, there's another missive for me.
Another one.
Oh, this time it's coming from Furi. Okay. So that means that this one was being sent probably right before I received the last one. Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to Raisen Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a messenger to her as well, and she's going to yell at you when she gets there as a result of this.
Worry not for the urchin. I'm more worried for your life.
Yeah. Keep calling her that. She's gonna summon her carbuncle and then run into you with AoEs.
I've seen her when she's angry. It's not pleasant. You don't want that.
I've never seen Tadaru angry. She's precious. She doesn't get angry.
You haven't seen her when somebody outbids her on a necessary resource.
Oh no.
The things I've seen that woman do.
Oh no. Alright, well, the Megalodon doesn't seem to be here for now, Parvati, but let's go to the surface just in case. Let you spread your actual wings.
Not me, sitting here staring at high-level endgame gear like, delicious glamour.
Which ones are you staring at?
Stuff we're not gonna get to, unless you miraculously, by the end of this, decide to play Endwalker. Which I really wish you would, if only just for my own personal funny.
I don't think that's going to happen, because I'm planning on hijacking the canon to end the story of this entire game by the end of this playthrough. Spoilers for 40 episodes from now, but yeah,
40 of them.
That do be how it go down. I mean, it's not really that much of a spoiler, because I've said it at the beginning of today's episode, and I keep saying it in the YouTube notification. This is going to be the last coverage I get for the game. I do for the game. So, oh yeah, that might be on the verge of failure because that's a golden glow on that stone. Genbu, what do we do? Oh, you found it, Marie? Okay, nice. Oh, good. Tadaru's here too. Yeah, he looks like he's about ready to rage quit that stone, especially considering the ropes are about to snap. So it sounds like we need to get one more lord then, huh? I'm ready. Let's go do it. Okay. I will keep that in mind when he commands the Shiki. Speak of the Shiki, and here he come. Boop the snoot.
Danger noodle.
I'm gonna boop the snoot. Multiple times in this boss fight. You have to right-click the character that you want to have move. It's like World Visit, but it might take upwards of entire minutes. Oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, if you want to give it a shot, I'm still in cutscene, so I don't mind. It just might take a bit. I will quell your army, Tama, and then you can stop the giant god dragon from murdering everyone. So where would you have me go? To the east of Hingashi. I wonder if that's Yotsuyu's island, that he just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm claiming this is mine now. No, I can swim.
New management.
Yeah, just stick a sign out in front. Under construction. Oh, good. I guess Genbu's gonna make it easier to get there. At the Isle of Becco, okay. That is not the dangerous island, that is the other one. Oh, good. He's leaving Tadaru in charge. Alright, later, Tadaru. We'll be back. Maybe she'll remember to maintain the wards, unlike Genbu.
Imagine remembering how that works.
Hopefully by the time this is over with, we won't have to worry about that again.
I would say /doubt, but...
But you're not right in front of me to show it. You can go back home after this, the game explains it. Oh, okay. The game's giving you, like, the tutorial on how to do it. Okay, I see. So, do I have to pull you to my world? How does it... Or can you just go? Like, I think I misunderstood the right-click the character you want to have move. Or can you right-click me and move to me? Oh, you're on Goblin now? Okay. Actually, I think that should show up in my friends list then, right? If I could use any of my buttons. Which one is my friends list? That's not it. It's Shift R, I think. Yeah, there you are. Okay, cool. Well, we will invite you into the thing once we go here. As long as you have the Wreath of Snakes unlocked, we will be able to invite you. Which I kind of hope. You don't see me on your list? Oh, that's not good. I can make it a little easier. You're current on most content? Okay. No, that's good. I can send you a tell. Hang on. Now you see me. There. Oh, there's Rory. I hope that tell actually went through. I'm not sure if it did, but I can't check because I have a filter on my live chat so that I don't see most things to make sure that I don't like catch anybody who doesn't want to be heard in chat. Seems silly to me because it's an MMO, but what do I know? Alright, Saberyu. Which island are we off to? It did? You sent a one-sided friend request, okay. I'll go see it after this, I think. I should see it after this anyway. It should show up on my notifications. Yeah, Suzaku said the same thing, but I'm still not trying to be him. I'm just trying to be me. Uh-huh. Oh, you actually beat Tenzin. Well, good on you. Oh, no, he didn't beat him. Tenzin beat him, and then he wanted to get his... He wanted to make it 1-1, but he never got the chance, so... Oh, it didn't send to me. It just added me back to your list because I'm on yours. Okay, I see. Or you're on mine, rather. Okay. Well, as long as it all went through, that's the important part. So... How are you planning on destroying Kobryu? I thought you could only seal him. Oh, okay. Well. I was gonna say, as long as you didn't hear those honeyed words from an Asian, but it's the Aramitama. I don't think that's how this works, but to be fair, it does make this easier, because if your Aramitama is to the surface, it's far easier to strike it down. I will, in fact, quell the Aramitama then, because it's not going to make you stop listening to it until I do. I mean, I don't want the world to be blown up, so it's kind of important. Alright, then. I love how all these people keep saying they're going to murder me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, another battle! Guess I'm taking a page out of Sun Wukong's book. Yeah, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Maybe. I think. I hope. Well, we're going to find out because the Wreath of Snakes is now accessible. And Nimona, is that you? I mean, she really is just Goku, to be fair. So, and if you'd like to join us for... you're already in my party, so you can already join me. If you'd like to join us for the Wreath of Snakes, this person might be waiting for it since they're right next to the thing. Yeah, that's actually the dancer from before, so that's kind of funny. Marie, did you want to join us for this one? I kind of figure you probably do, considering you traveled all this way. So, let's add you to the list.
We're going double tank, so anything else is required.
Yes.
It's fine.
And also there's a dancer here, so you can be either a healer or a DPS. And we will all go in after that. Whatever role you would like, as long as it's not tank.
Tank. 8 tanks, obviously.
And I will do a ready check to make sure, or just type ready in the chat when you're ready and we'll head off. I'm going to greet the dancer. And then I'm going to walk up here so I don't rust. There. Let's check party members. Oh, you're on Sage. There we go. Alright, let me do the ready check, just so that way we have it. You know I'm ready. Okay, we are all ready, so into the Wreath of Snakes we go. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, the dancer was asking if we were waiting on Saria.
Oh. Tell them yes. We just joined in. I guess we could have them join our party too if it's easier. Just tell them yes, do you want to join party? We have 2 tanks and 1 healer. Sorry I'm making you do this, but I can't. Oh.
Oh shit.
Never mind, Q popped. Whoops. Well, we might see them in there anyway. So. And if we withdrew, we'd have to wait a half an hour to do this anyway, so, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Hopefully we'll see them in there. I mean, it probably we will, because who else is doing Save You right now, right? So.
Hey, they made it in!
Oh, there you go. Fulfilling the contract. It comes full circle.
Make me submit or die by your excellence!
As usual. Screaming. Had to scream through a filter this time. So, are all of their Aramitamas just people? That's kind of...
Correct.
I guess that's kind of on the
Saryu's,
nose.
probably my favorite next to Bayako.
Alright, so you have tank stance on, so are you main tanking, or am I doing it?
Yeah, I'll main tank.
Okay, whenever you are ready.
Marie, drop a cardi on me, and then we can get rolling.
Look at all the dancers!
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna jump in, just turn on tank stance and run. Go ahead and spread that, sir.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it.
As element. Okay.
Called it.
That's a raid wipe, got it. An infirm soul. Okay, that's the tank buster, got it. I will keep that in mind and maybe TBN you next time.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Not for mercy.
Here we go.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Don't know what that was all about, but sure. Alright, where's the ad so I can actually do something other than be a fifth wheel?
Yeah, turn on stance. You're gonna need it for ads.
Okay. This is an out one, yeah. How out? Oh, that out, okay.
You've nowhere to run.
Not planning on running. Kujikiri. Okay. Kujikiri. Okay. I wasn't sure if I could walk into that or not, so. Oh, I can do it.
Summon Shiki.
I think I'm gonna need to help in a minute. Welcome to Die. Oh, okay. I don't know if that was the best idea, but okay, sure. We rock you, and now we gotta go to the sides. Feel that roaring wind. Oh, okay.
I'll take the big one.
Okay, I kind of already hit the big one, so my bad.
You're fine. Kill the little ones.
Yep. Oh, they blew up.
Yeah, they do AoE damage. They got more little ones?
Oh, yeah, hang on, I can
Pick 'em up.
handle that.
And another big one.
Where did our HP go?
Into the bank.
Into Seiryu's focus. Oh, he didn't get to... Oh, he did get to. Never mind. Nice. How does this keep happening?
Impudent mortals.
Did I get the TBN off? I think I did.
And now for the sickest shit.
Now for the Zervin transition.
Oh, he's got a spirit bomb.
And we're gonna eat it!
Fight mine enemies.
I'm pretty sure my TBN is gone at this point, by the way.
Oh, that's a lot of snakes.
It's ready! Go! Okay, I'm drowning. Where am I? Oh. They turned me around! I was turned away from the camera, you jackass! What a weasel! Arm's length is gonna run away from me, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know if it worked, actually. I can't move. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if arm's length worked there.
It did not.
Okay. I have delirium, but I have to go over here now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay.
Stay
Should
close.
Stand with them, yeah.
Oh, there's more than one.
Yamanoshiki.
The land! The land!
Oh, it's the dude from the Swallow's Compass! You, changed your name. Good for you.
He's a little angry.
I see that. I'm on the correct side, though. Have a shirt. I'm gonna turn off my tank stance now.
I love this track so much.
Nope, I stood in the wrong spot.
Fifth element. I'm a genius.
Oh, did you reprisal?
Oh yeah.
Okay, other side. Oh, okay. I don't
Raid
have arm's
one.
length for this. Oh, wrong side. Hang on, I gotta go over here. Ow. I didn't see the orange until it was too late.
Go tank down!
Need a medic! Ah! I didn't see the orange circle in the middle that definitely murdered me until it was way too late. Oh, this is an inn, so.
I offer you an Aurora.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Chessboard.
Max melee range.
Fifth element. Raid wide.
Yeah, what happened there was I was on the wrong side for, oh yeah, I didn't give it to you, man. I did.
I'll live.
I know you'll live. I'm not concerned about that.
Surprised.
Oh, I did that. That was my bad. But yeah, what happened there was I was on the wrong side. I was gonna get hit for more blunt resistance down, and so I started walking, and I only saw the orange circle, like, as my life left my eyes.
Here we go again!
Oh good, they're rocking us again. Okay.
Out. I greeted there. Fuck.
Breaky ache? Have the TBN. Okay, you didn't need it, but still. Welcome back to Die. Koji, why? Okay. Oh god. The Tengu. Fujikiri.
Ow.
Yeah.
I must have more! Oh, I'll have it.
That's a cruel mistress, friend. You'll be asking, but she'll never give it her all. Okay, let me not die to this time. Sure, I'll take a handprint in exchange for getting washed away. This is why I came in here on a tank. Never mind, I shouldn't have taken the handprint twice. Good super call, by the way. Because healer's down. That was a tough mechanic to change around there, too, actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was right. Good job, Wiener Boy! We tried. Alright, once more with feeling. Once more with echo.
Uh-oh, we lost a healer.
Once more with 7 people. Who's party leader? Oh, Wiener Boy's party leader. Okay, well. So, I'll take a drink while we wait. I mean, if I remember how to actually TBN you, we might be able to solo healer this. I don't want to overstretch Marie, though. To be fair. So we will wait. And only get LB2 out of this, but, you know, it's alright. Okay, so if you get blunt resistance down and then you get hit again by the blunt resistance, you just die. So, I have to keep that in mind. Alright. Well, this is like a 4.5 trial, so I suppose it would be tougher than the other ones, to be fair. And naturally, we lost the healer, so of course it's going to take longer to get this done. Well, I was hoping to get done with this quest line by the end of the day today, but it may be a little longer. Oh, well. Oh, okay. And we got a regen healer. Alright, well, 2 shield healers was... I mean, it was working okay, but, you know. Alright, whenever you're ready, Cole, unless you want me to try main tanking this time. To be fair, I have a TVN, so...
Okay. I'm setting up for this one.
Are we gonna need it? I mean, we have 10% echo. It'll be fine, right? Right?
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath.
I'm doing call-outs. Fuck this.
Doing
Raid wide.
call-outs.
First reprisal is mine.
Okay, I'll do the next one.
Fifth element is the raid wide, so next time you see it, just use it. Tank Buster.
Gotcha. This time. Look at me being a good co-tank. I didn't turn off my tank stance yet. Let me do that before I accidentally peel aggro.
You won't.
Oh.
In?
I mean, to be fair, I did shirk you, so... He walked out of my salted earth and it went away.
Fred.
Why, yes. You don't need to do call-outs for me, Cole. I have eyeballs.
Out. Don't get greedy.
I think he does call-outs for his,
You know where to run.
Oh, I do
static,
call-outs for
though.
my raid group. That's why I do them.
Yeah.
Chessboard.
That makes sense. Oh, good. I can stay in max melee range. Do we have enough to TBN you? I do, just in case we need it.
Circus phase.
He says circus phase because it's just absolute madness. Vroom! Oh good, my TBN popped again. Alright, so we have Tengus. I'm in the right spot, kind of. And turn on my tank stance, so these things don't murder everyone. They kind of do anyway, because they blow up. No, you're with me, sir. Is it gonna
Popping
get to
Aurora on you?
69 again? Nope, not quite. 68 this time. I guess I'll Dark Line. It's gonna be run out by the time this animation's over, though. So there ain't much of a point, but you know. Ooh, my fan is really a running.
My heater is really a running.
To be fair, though, the fan isn't running hot, so it's fine.
Fair.
I mean, if it was running hot with this new computer, I'd be a little concerned. Just being honest. Drowning again. Oh, good, he
Break the
didn't
center?
turn the camera this time on me. Okay.
This is far from over.
Respect the knockback.
Not getting fooled by this bathwater again.
Gap close.
Yep. We had the same idea.
Same brain cell.
That's what I was about to say. How did you know I was going to say that?
We're literally
My
related to me.
delirium!
Stay together.
Line up with that person.
Heart of Light.
Okay. Last delirium.
2 hits.
Oh, it was 2 hits. Oh, I was still in it. Never mind. It's fine. I didn't disrespect. Alright. Now I gotta pay attention. I'm pulling the camera
Eyes
out
north.
for this one.
Watch the fist.
Oh, I should use my thing.
Another fist.
Yep. Opposite sides. I'll reprise this.
Got it.
And opposite sides. I love DDR.
Knockback.
Yep,
Stay out of
I
the
see
red
it.
circle.
Yeah. Okay. Not having that happen again. No fists at the moment.
He's going away.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, my gap close actually worked there.
You know where to run.
Do I have a thing? No, I don't.
Chessboard.
Yeah. My brain! Not max melee! I can't reprise
Wait, what?
this one.
I can't either.
Okay, well,
Fine.
I guess we'll just tie
This isn't
then.
Savage. We don't die if we don't reprise. This is fine.
Fair enough. I can do
Buster?
this, though. Let's see how many shields you can have. Oh, it's still
Did
busted.
that pop
Nice.
your TBN?
I can reprise this one. Yeah, it did. So. Oh, I'm using all my stuff without using blood weapon. That's not a good sign, Seiryu. It's not supposed to burn.
Here we go again. Out.
I see it. Okay.
Do you?
I didn't respect him. Stop moving, Wiener Boy. I need to give you a TBN. You didn't need to do that, but thank you.
Stack.
Yep.
Heart of Light.
This is probably gonna hurt, actually. Oh, never mind.
Pop Dark Mission if you have it.
I don't have Dark Mish at this level, actually. That's not till later.
Oh, fuck. Chessboard.
Yeah, we got this. It's fine.
Eyes north.
10% Echo is, a drug. Is it hell? No, that was where we were before.
Bless us, thy flesh. Show them their folly.
Easy video game.
The folly is yours, Seiryu. To be fair, though, he did sort of win the contest that he was hoping to win with Tenzin. Too bad his victory was as fleeting as the rest of them. Alright, Danger Noodle. Here I come to boop the snoot. Good job, team. I'll give the dancer another commend. Alright then. Let's see where this ends, shall we? We also got somebody else through this quest line, so that's a victory in my book. Thank you, Marie, for helping us out. Appreciate it. Oh, it just ends the quest right here. Wow. Okay. Let's hope there isn't an instance or something. Yeah, there's one more after this, and that'll be the end of it. So, and to be fair, I actually already got the Haratsuge, so I got to make sure it isn't charbroiled now. Although, considering how much water I just got thrown at me, maybe it reversed that. We'll see. Yeah, and it wasn't easy, to be fair. You definitely gave us a few bruises. Or you would have if I wasn't in 600 pounds of armor. Can an aspect of Bayako's soul that you're being summoned from be bruised, by the way? Do you have bruises after that?
I don't get bruises, it's fine.
Man, got it made.
Pretty sure you got that many commends, Marie, is because you didn't abandon after the first wipe.
Oh, is Marie talking in party chat? Because I didn't...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
That's
can't.
fine.
Sorry, Marie, I can't look at party chat. I got a filter. My bad. I don't want to, give people's names away if they don't want it to be, so... Oh, yeah, I could see how that would be a little... interesting. Well, that was nice of you. At least you didn't swallow her whole like other serpents in these sorts of stories. So they thought you were God, then you thought you were God, and then they all abandoned you. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I could see how that would be a bit of a problem. You probably saw Tenzin as the same kind, but other than the fact that he's accompanied by 3 practical auspices. And then he didn't do it. He proffered his hand in friendship instead.
Friendship.
Friendship triumphs again! So you became the Vegeta to his Goku. Great. I mean, I guess that's one way to live. Yeah, you could say that. It does, in fact, do that, apparently, according to a lot of people. And it wouldn't have been very long before you lost everything anyway, because we all would have died, so, good on ya, I guess. So, what do we do now? Oh, maybe. You think the wards have, finally fallen? Am I going to have to kill a god dragon? Find out right now. Because I'm gonna finish this quest line today. I get a 4 Lords painting. Ooh, that'll go good with the Haratsuge when we put it in my house. Awesome. I have a wall where I just happen to know that I can stick it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, I don't know if there's an instance, but I'm gonna disband party now. Thank you both for helping out. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna go see to it that the Ruby Sea doesn't implode.
Oh yeah.
So there we go. You guys weren't talking in party chat, were you? I didn't interrupt anything.
We were not.
Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't even think of that. My bad. Alright, let's put the samurai sword back on. And off I go. Yeah, like I didn't even think about, I was like, oh crap, I could have just interrupted a conversation. I didn't even think about it until it had already disbanded the party, so. Just waving goodbye to that dancer. Yeah, fair enough. That we got that dancer through this quest line too, so I'm happy to have helped. We did our good deed for the day. Cause ain't no way in hell they were getting into queue that fast if we didn't come along. Oh, the struggles of being a solo DPS player. Alright, let me take a drink before we get to the hot, hot lava.
What the lava doing?
Being lethal. On land. You're too young to know what I'm referencing there, probably.
It's fine. Smile.
It's fine, he says, holding back tears. Alright, into the temple, which is probably being destroyed as we speak. Actually, that doesn't look as destroyed as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, too long, evidently, based on the wards. Replays this damn game too much. I'm not upset, but yeah. Should play together sometime. I think that'd be fun. You never know. Maybe if you put your heads together, you'll unlock Ultra Instinct in the 14. I don't know. Well, yeah, you were overshadowed by your Aramitama, so fair enough. Tadaru, how goes it? Bad. Okay, got it. With our powers combined... But will they transcend sexuality? Let's find out. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'll see it through to the end. You never know, I might have to actually pull this sword out and fight Koryu. And Tadaru can run into me with AoEs again. Will do. And then we'll get that treasure. Tried doing that years ago, but it's too damn draining. Only about 3 hours max. Could do anything that's stupid, and we're rusty now. Yeah, no, I get that. I too am rusty at this video game, so I understand. Oh, they all turned into their Aramitama forms for this. Alright then. I mean, I suppose they need all the strength they can get, so... See, judging by their auras, you'd think Genbu would have used wind against me, considering he's got the green aura, but... He used water, and then Seiryu used water. This is like old Persona games, where they get them confused, and they end up doing the same things as each other. Well, good. Was far easier than I thought it was going to be, unless Koryu's just playing with us. Whoops. And we died. And that's it. It's the end of the playthrough. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, even though we didn't get to it. No, we're not dead yet. We're just clouded by smoke as the God Dragon descends upon us to murder us all. Hey, Cole, I have a question.
Yeah?
Why is Arceus here?
A good question.
Oh, you know what? I didn't catch all the Pokemon in the Hisui Pokedex. That's probably why he's here. He has to kill me now because I didn't listen to his God decree. And beat you to it. How did you know what I was going to say? Brain cells. What are they? We share them. Oh, that's not good. Soroban, I hope your training was enough because Genbu is going to need the help because he's kind of dead. So, that's unfortunate. Pick a god and pray, but pray only to me because I will be the last thing you see.
Damn.
I don't know, we might be able to beat him together. I'm gonna give it a shot. Soroban Tadaru with me! We will run the AoEs into his legs like an AT-AT. Well, I'm not planning on defeating him. I'm planning on keeping him busy until you guys figure something else. So he was a kindred spirit. I'm basically... Well, no, he sees the same aura in me as he saw in Tenzin. But am I strong enough to best this dragon? No. What kind of a fucking question is that? I don't train that much. Again, let's be clear. The most training I've done is with recruit samurais at the Doman Enclave recently. We're fucking dead. Rory, where are you? Oh, never mind. There we go. Thanks for the inner release. You're not talking. That wasn't you, was it? Oh, okay. He's back. Hi, Tenzin. I had a feeling that I wasn't you, Reborn. Koryu just mistook me for somebody else. You ready? I will stand at your side this day, and maybe we can best him together. I kind of wish I did something with my sword, but to be fair, if you came in here on a healer, what would you do? Smack him in the face with your book? Here's my Pokedex, Arceus. All of it! Well, it's a good thing you, trained up a pupil to help with this. Soroban? We stand together! I think that's the plan, Tataru. It may hurt a little bit, but it's between him and sealing the wards or not and us dying, so. Do the thing where yeah, just not in agreement. That's all it is. He's praying to the one true God, say Ryu. In our moment of need, he descends from on high, the heavens alight with his feathers. Oh. Well, goodbye, Soroban? Oh, okay, fair enough. I will tell Bunshin you died a hero. Even though that's not necessarily true. Your soul is about to be usurped by another person, which might be a fate worse than death, frankly. I don't think Genbu cares, though. He's like, I can be 800 years younger again? Hell fucking yeah, dude! Okay, he's back. And we have the Echo to help us, so, Now, Koryu, you may sleep for eternity. Let's just hope I have enough Echo left in my body. I don't think that's how the Echo works, but I'm out of practice.
Maybe if you weren't hogging it all for yourself.
Yeah, well, I know. It's not like I do it by choice.
By the way, you can get Koryu as a mount.
Oh. Well. Say hello to the Astroborn while you're deep, deep in hell, Koryu. Thank you, Cole. I knew he looked familiar. Yeah, apparently he's a mount. So, there you go. And after all that, I got a rock. It's okay, it's a good rock. It seals a world-eating demon away. Thank you, Tenzin. Again, as I said last time, what works? Teamwork. You have him, it's been years. Okay, there you go. What, no requited love for Suzaku before you pass on? She's gonna have to live wondering if you could have said anything to her for the rest of her life now. Do you want her Aramitama to swell back up? Oh boy. And that takes care of that. Nice work, everybody. Tataru. No, we are not going to die. Not today, anyway. Yeah, no, that would not have worked out for you if you tried to best him with Aramitama. You would have died. He's a harem protag, minus the harem, oblivious AF. I mean, I guess it could be like a gender-bent harem. with only one female in it. And an old man. That's a little bit of a weird harem, never mind. Is it a terrible cost? Did he just become a cute turtle? Or is Genbu fully usurping his soul? Let's find out. Let's hope that someone with Tenzin's strength comes along again in 5,000 or so years. True. You know, the thing that Suzaku said we should do anyway. Oh. How? And why? I mean, to be fair, we've been running jokes into the ground this entire time, so him offering trite cliches isn't really out of the ballpark. The term you're looking for is reverse harem, not even joking. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't watch enough anime for this. Oh. It was the glamour. And Soroban lives? Maybe? Is Genbu still in his brain? Yeah, about that. Maybe he used his innate ether to bind the soul to his body the same way that I bind eggies to my body? Tadaru, you should learn from Soroban. He's a far better summoner. Oh, okay, fair enough. So you're going to die, and Soroban will take your place. Fair enough. Probably a good idea, just to be sure. You never know. It might come in handy in, again, 5,000 or so years if you guys, you know, need the help. Will they live that long? I don't know how long auspices actually live. Actually, Pokemon reminded you that reverse harems are a thing. Remember Salazzle? Yeah, I wish I could forget that Pokedex entry. Oh, God. Game Freak, why have you just been horny since, like, Gen 5? I think it happened before that, actually. I don't think it was Gen 3. It might have been Gen 4 because they had that young couple with the Cloyster and the Onyx in their party. So that might have been the start of their horniness, and it just spiraled out of control from there. Because I think... okay, so they made Gardevoir in Gen 3, but I don't think even they knew what they were getting into with Gardevoir. So...
Nobody could have predicted Gardevoir.
No, definitely not. Sounds like you did a good job, Soroban. I get the feeling you're not going to be able to go visit Bunchin anytime soon, though. Well, that's just how it works, so, you know. Oh, good, and they're still going to give us the treasure. Awesome. I'm going to guess that I'm going to have to carry it out of here, huh? Okay, fair enough. I'll go talk to all the cute animals for a little while, and then I'll come back to you. Which ones are they going to have me talk to? I'll probably try to talk to all of them, just to see if they have any new lines. See if Inagami's done telling his old story. Bye, Ko! Yep, well, it should be a little easier now than when Koryu was threatening all of our existence. Sounds like a plan. I mean, I just helped out, it's fine. If it means that there's going to be more peace, then I'm all for it. I mean, look at the town that I basically just helped them rebuild that I haven't been able to show yet, but we'll get there.
And you have been trying to show off that town for all the episodes now.
2 episodes, but we'll get there tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. It's fine. Now what? Do we have a contingency plan in case the wards fail? I'll leave that to these guys. So, oops.
I mean, they have me.
That's true. They do have you. Because you're a part of Bayako's soul, so aren't you just part of Bayako's sorceries when he's sealing the wards? Or is that, like, something separate?
Yeah, I'm separate.
Okay.
Contingencies.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't even say anything in Inagami. Live well, Inagami. I'll be back for you when I play SMT Nocturne as well. I will attempt not to bring too many interlopers in here with me, Komainu, because I know they won't respect the border that you are keeping. I mean, fair enough. If I get the Swallow's Compass and a roulette, I'll be back, so, you know. I'm gonna need the Poetics anyway. I think I got a few today, though. I'll check after I talk to Kamaitachi. Yeah, I get you, Kamaitachi. It's fine. I understand. You have an appearance to keep up. 743 Poetic Tomestones at the moment. I'm working my way up. I gotta get to...
Swallow's Compass. Hiss.
Yeah. I gotta get to, well, I have some Silver Chocobo Feathers, so if I want to cut down on the grinding a little bit, I could just buy some of the gear that way, and then I could get to, like... I think I need, like, 2,100 if I cut down that way for the gear I need. But we won't worry about that for right now. I could use it to buy level 80 gear, actually. You can go to the Calamity Salvager now that Shadowbringers is over, and you could just buy level 80 gear even if you haven't gotten to Shadowbringers yet, but I feel like that'd be too broken. I'd rather relish the challenge. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, it would have taken all of us anyway, so it's good that we were all here. I'm sure he did. Yeah, well, apparently I'm gonna have to give you a rematch. Yeah. I don't know. Every other time that I fight you, you're gonna be turning to the army, Tama, I'm fairly certain, so I don't know if that's actually true. Yeah, no problem, Nu. It's like in my resume at this point. Save the world many, many times. How many times? I've lost count. Do you need an exact count for me to get this desk job? He got to see you one last time, and you him. Well, there you go. I think he already knows, though. I mean, you didn't need to express words to express it. It's one of those things, you know. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad that we can call each other friends in that way. Because no way in hell am I ever going to be trying to replace Tenzin. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen again, so I hope that they, you know, end up in the same... Oh my god. Auspices, Racing Temple. I mean, we kind of got the story about all this stuff. I didn't know Senri was such a depth of knowledge. Interesting. I don't need the help, though. Thank you, though. She's back to singing the song again. Alright, Soroban, treasure us up before Tadaru explodes. And where do you keep this treasure? That is a lot of gold coins. Oh my god.
Tadaru... I think Tadaru might have a heart attack.
I think she's just happy that Alpha Node's credit card isn't going to be declined anymore. Well, thank you. That's a lot of gold bars and bricks and coins and stuff. How many Meowth did you kill to get this many coins? Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, I don't know if I could carry it. I could try, but it'd probably break my back. Oh. Okay, well, that's a lot easier. I have to offload all this gold to Hancock so he can owe me millions and millions of gil. 1, it spammed payday until it died. Until it lost all its power points and then struggled to death. We sprawled all this out in front of you just for dramatic effect. Now we have to clean all of it up again. So they can just turn it on and off? Like, depending on who addresses them? That's a hell of a talent. You have 500 more years to sit in his brain. Wait a minute, 500 years? Oh, shit! Yeah, a little bit of a delayed reaction there, huh, Soroban? Well, that is ere long. You're both turtles, so, you know. That's our thing. I will make him into soup. Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Foolish turtle.
Old, tiny, crabby ghost turtle. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is the insanity card, isn't it? He's arguing with himself, and the one that's arguing with him might win. Yeah, they're gonna be a bit.
I love that. His head keeps turning for that animation. And so they spent the next 500 years arguing.
The end. This was a fun little adventure, Tadaru. I'm glad that you made your way out here. I think I know why you made your way out here. You're concerned about me and concerned about the fact that I haven't really been keeping an eye on my friends. So, I guess we're gonna have to go do something about that, aren't we? But first, let's go turn in this quest by telling Bunshin. What are you gonna do now?
Well, the unfortunate thing is since I'm an aspect of Bayako, I'm kind of just stuck here, so, I guess, it was nice to meet you?
I might have a talk with Bayako about that. I might not be through with you yet. I just have to wait and see how the actual Rory feels about this whole predicament, so I'll be back.
Fair enough.
But for now, I'm heading to Tamamizu to tell Bunshin that he's never going to see Soroban again.
I'm sure he'll take the news well.
He'll be like, oh, yeah, fuck that guy. I never wanted to see him anyway. Wow, we're really running it up on time today. I shouldn't have done those Kojin quests at the beginning of this. Oh boy. It's okay. We will make it all work. Now here's the real question. Do I go and put the Harutsuge and the Four Lords away at the beginning of the next episode, or do I go do it now? I mean, I'll probably take, like, what, 5 minutes to stick it on a wall? Not even. I'll turn this in, and then I'll go put them away. And then we'll call it a day, and we'll start again from, maybe I'll just go to the Doman Enclave. No, I'll start from my apartment, and then I'll use return, because I have a return point at the Doman Enclave, so... Thank you, Parvati. As always, it has been a pleasure. And soon enough, you will actually get to rest and have fun at the festival. So, good on you.
The festival.
Oh, and Tadaru made her way over here, too. Yeah, he's going to be training with the auspices. Yeah, pretty much. Let's hope he doesn't turn into a tortoise again, or that might throw him off the path a little bit. Be like a branch evolution in Evo Search for Eden.
Damn.
I can't believe I remember Evo Search for Eden.
Did you ever watch that hour-long video about that thing that I sent you?
I sure did. That was a fucking mess. It was really cool to see the old version of the game, too, but I don't think that old version of the game was meant to run in anything over 15 frames per second. Yeah, I mean, that was the brunt of it, but he stepped up, as we all should, and I think that was the point Tadaru was trying to make. It's time for me to step up again. And to be fair, I have a few months before well, actually, it's not even a few months now. It's like a month before the kids come back from summer break, so it should be fine. I'm sure he will, Bunshin, and we'll do our best with the Divine Circle to make sure that everything is safe here in case he decides to take a coffee break. And the Prophet. Don't forget the Prophet. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I can go take a look. I guess Tadaru's gonna go take a look, too. Have you learned to travel with Aetheryte, or are you just gonna sail across the ocean for weeks at a time? True. Very true. Now all I can imagine is Tataru with all of the Tamagotchi animals just sleeping in a corner. With all the Tamagotchi
Horrible.
animals just sitting next to her. Alright, so you guys take care of lining the Scion's coffers, and I'll take care of the... Well, okay, so I'll take care of the festival first, and then I'll come back and check in on the Scions, and also check in on the front to see what Rory's actually been up to. But before we do that, I have a fish to potentially revive and put in a fish tank, and also a copy of The Four Lords to put up in my apartment. So let's go back to the apartment. And we'll add our first trophy to the Sky Pirates Den. To be fair, it looks like a pirate's den, considering it looks like below decks. I'm gonna have to do something before Saturday, though, because I have to remember how to, like, glitch stuff onto a wall that isn't a wall in the housing stuff, and that's gonna be a pain in the nutsack, but I'll do the best I can. Alright, turn on snap to grid. How high up is that relative to the other stuff? Maybe down one. Yeah, I think that'll work, actually. Not bad. Actually, it's a little off-center. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Stand by. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's more on center. I've got the pillars adjusted a certain way so that it... if it's on center, it's actually in the midst of all of them. Now I just gotta find somebody to make paintings for these other canvases, including the one above my mantle. Well, I'll do that later. For now, Swordfish, you're getting some company. There we go. Just gotta find one more fish now to complete the collection. Man, that's a little guy considering it was a big bite. I guess that's why he was in the Tome of Ichthyological Folklore, because his bite does not exactly beget his size. Alright, well, we had a fun adventure. Interceptor and I are going to take a quick break, and, well, we'll go head off to the festival, where we'll take another break on the next episode of Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And after that, I guess we'll head back to the front and see what real Rory is up to. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see all of you on the next one, excuse me, which, as I said, will be on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one.
Peace.
Man, I said last time that I didn't want to do 3-hour and something streams, and here we are doing one that's 3 hours and 25 minutes almost immediately after. Oh boy.